Hi everyone, welcome to TVON and happy Friday. My name is Joanne and welcome to our online only streaming show. So if you're watching, thank you for being here with us. We've got a lot of great today during our TVON happy hour. We have a lot of brand new, have a lot of new fire opals with interesting cuts just like we did last week. We have a couple of requests as well. So Carolyn, if you're out there, I believe we have a request for you. So once you're ready to see that, just give us a call, let us know. We want you to be the first person on the line when we show your request. So you have the first opportunity to grab it if it is to your liking. And yeah, we have a lot of great today. And of course, if you have any other requests like Carolyn there that you want to get into us, feel free to give us a call and let us know. We'd be happy to bring them out to you. So without further ado, my intros, I don't like to be super long-winded, and I run out of words very quickly to say when I'm up here on TV with you guys and I'm face to face. So let's just get straight into the jewelry, shall we? First up on the wheel, we have our Kunzite. It's brand new. It's item number 1120494. I know we've had a few of our smaller Kunzites a couple nights ago. So we did, and a couple people did miss out, so we decided to bring one out for you guys today as well. This is a 2 83 cushioned Kunzite with 59 points in diamonds around it. And I know usually when we bring out Kunzites, they're always in the very large range. They're usually 8 carats and above. And we don't like to bring super small stones to you because usually when Kunzites are in the smaller range, the color doesn't get very saturated. It's very light. You can barely see any purple in it, but that is not the case with this one. So if you're someone who loves that purple stone but doesn't want to wear something super, super large every day, this is the one for you. Supposed to go out for $24.99, but we're gonna bring it down to a great value for you today. Hello. Carolyn's watching? Great. I'll show her request up next. Yeah, so Kunzite, first item of the day, not going to be $24.99, not even going to be $14.99 or $12.99 or even $1,199. Yes. Not even going to be. And of course, with this one, you can change it to any gold color you like, but with Kunzites, we definitely 100% recommend you keep it in the white gold. It's just how we like to do things here for a very good reason. So $1,199 is not going to be your price, not going to be $10.99 or even $999. My first item of the day, I want to bring it down to a great value for those of you guys who were nice enough to watch me in the very beginning and stumble through my intro as usual. $999, not going to be $888. Let's just make it $777. And Carolyn's still on the line there, right? And she's the one who requested the Tanzanite in the dome ring. So we have that coming up for her up next. $777 for this one. Let me go ahead and try this one on for you because it is a fantastic ring. I feel like with Kunzites, it's so hard to find a great stone in the perfect everyday wearable size, and we really did that here. It's not too big. It's not something that you are afraid to bump into or it will catch on anything, but it's definitely also not super teeny tiny and super pale and light. It just kind of blends in with everything. It definitely has its own identity. And back on the wheel it goes while I get Carolyn's request ready for her. Here it is, yes. All right, let's just bring that away and not keep Carolyn waiting for any longer. So I believe this is a request. This is going to be item number 1112579. I believe she wanted a Tanzanite in the dome style, and we managed to find this one. So not only are you getting lots of gold to go with your Tanzanite, but also you get yellow diamonds, which we always love to do. This is a 3-carat 08 round blue wing block D Tanzanite with 55 points in yellow diamonds on the top and bottom there, sort of framing everything in our iconic cigar band style. Very, very particular, this style, I believe. I don't think it's for everyone, but definitely those who love it can definitely rock it in the most unique and interesting way. And because it does have those yellow diamonds, it is in the two-tone gold currently. We do recommend you keep it that way to provide that contrast you see on TV here, but if you need to change, just talk to your operator. They should be able to let you know all the details for that. Supposed to be $39.99, but it's not going to be today. Not going to be $39.99 or even $29.99. She's on the line. She's been waiting patiently for as long as we've been up here today. So $29.99 is not going to be. Let's just make it $1,999 if she would like it. $19.99 for this one, and of course I can go ahead and try that on for her as well, just so you can see how it looks. And what's great about the cigar band style, like I said, it's not for everyone. I think that it has a very unique look to it, but what's great about it, you get the look of a lot of gold, lots of a great big size on your hand, but you don't need to size up for this. Usually if you have a large gold band all the way around, you have to worry about sizing because it will fit smaller than your size. This one, it does taper in the back. You don't need to worry about it not fitting, but it still has a great big presence. It has that large effect that we are very fond of. So there it is on the hand. Back on the wheel it goes. If I can pry it off my finger here. It looks like we are already getting busy on the lines, and this one I believe is verifying, but we'll double check. $19.99. $19.99 because she's been waiting so patiently. Maybe we can do something a little bit more special for her. I don't think $19.99 is meeting her needs right now. So $19.99 it won't be. Not going to be $19 or $18 or even $1,777. I shouldn't be doing this, but she's my first caller of the night. I feel like I should thank her for being here with me so early on. $17.77, it's not going to be $16.99. Thank you, Carolyn, for being here so early on. Let's just make it $1,499. Brand new price, brand new markdown, brand new low for her today. $1,499 for her. And it looks like we have a couple people getting their requests in as well. Maybe they saw what we managed to do for Carolyn there. So yeah, if anyone else has requests, please get them into us. We'll be happy to bring them out for you. So let us know on this one. Moving on, we have, wow. This is a showstopper piece. This is item number 11202239. It's our color change sphene, which I know we've seen quite a bit of them in these last couple weeks, and as soon as they're on, they are gone. So if you like it, please call in early. Don't be one of those people who misses out, because I'm sure we're gonna have a lot of people who will miss out on this one. This is probably one of our very last in our inventory as of currently. So if you'd like it, please let us know. It's a 2 carat 14 stone with 1 carat 18 in diamonds all around it in this sort of not quite halo. You got the two sort of triangular-esque, leaf-esque shapes on the side. And then you have also the sort of, I don't want to say channels on either side of the band, but it's little divots, which I believe give it a little bit more dimension. You're not just looking at a completely solid flat band there. And of course, this one you can do, we recommend you keep it in the white, but I think if you want to change it, just let your operator know. They have all the information. They will let you know if that is possible or not. This is, I believe, new today, so we're happy to bring it to you. Supposed to go out for $5,999. It is not going to be $59.99 or even $49.99 or even $3,999 for one of the very last sphenes we have. Even as it's moving on the wheel, I'm not doing anything to it. I'm not touching it right now. You can see all the lights, just the different colors sparkling through that stone there. We have another request. All right, no problem. Okay. Looks like that for Carolyn previously that wasn't quite what she was looking for, so we brought another option out for you, which I will show momentarily. But let's talk color change sphenes first. $39.99 it is not going to be. Let's just blow it out for her or anyone who wants it. $39.99 it is not. Let's just make it $2,999 for one of the very last color change sphenes in our inventory. And I did briefly mention this last week. It does change under incandescent lighting, so it will shift colors depending on what environment you're in, which is the most unique quality with the stone. So if you've been looking for a great color change stone with that natural phenomena, this is a one for you, and for good reason. It's just one of a kind. You will never find it elsewhere. And let me go ahead and bring out that request for Carolyn as well and take this one away for a moment. I feel like I should have given it a little bit more time to shine, but perhaps we should just fulfill requests as fast as we can, because I want to show what you guys want to see. It doesn't really matter what I want to show. It's what you guys want to see. This is going to be item number 7876, also a round Tanzanite, also in a cigar style, but very, very different from that last one. It's a 4 karat 02 round blue wing Tanzanite with 1 karat 20 in diamonds in the ring. So this one, the Tanzanite itself has a much bigger size. The other one was around 2 carats. Yeah. I momentarily, my short-term memory, not very good. Definitely a bigger stone, definitely a lot more diamonds, and she's probably someone who prefers the white diamonds, which great. With white diamonds, it's definitely much more universal. Yellow diamonds is maybe not suits everybody's taste, but white diamonds everyone can appreciate, and it does have diamonds all burnished in the sort of starburst style pattern. So also very unique ring here, similar style, but very different as well. And I'm sorry, the one before was 3 carats. So you're getting a whole carat more in just the Tanzanite alone. So this one was supposed to be going out for $7,999, but it is not going to be $79.99 today, not going to be $79 or $69 or $59 or even $4,999. And the great thing about this one, you can change the gold color, so white, yellow, rose, all fine. We have seen Tanzanites in all of those gold colors, and I would say that in each gold color it has a very different look, very different vibe to it. So I don't think you can really go wrong with any gold color you pick. And $4,999 is not even going to be your price. Not going to be $49 or $39 or even $2,999. Let's just make this one $19.99. $19.99. And what's great about this one definitely, they're both this one and the one previously, the one that we previously brought out for her, they are both Tanzanites and cigar bands, but this one, because the stone is larger, this one has a slightly wider band, so this one will have a slightly larger look, but same thing, same deal as the other one. It is tapered in the back, so it does fit true to size. It just looks a little bit larger. It's the band itself is wider, the stone itself is wider, so everything's got to be bigger. And there it is on the hand. As you can see from far away, it's like the whole thing is covered in diamonds when it really isn't. As you can see up close, but from far away, it just looks like it's sparkling all throughout with diamonds, like it was just covered in it. And let me bring it back on the wheel so I can show you the back. As you can see, it's fully finished in the back, so it sits flush against your hand. It's not going to feel uncomfortable. It's not going to tug at the skin or hairs or anything going on with your fingers. And that is something we are very proud to have done. And here is the front view. Yeah, from up close you can see that all the diamonds have a sort of pattern to it. It's not just completely encrusted in diamonds. While we would love to do that, we would never be able to bring it to you for $19.99. But from far away, it does have that look of being completely drowning in diamonds. Drowning sounds like a negative term, but I am turning it into a positive one. $19.99 for this one-of-a-kind piece. All right, moving right along. And please let me know if anyone wants to take this one or anything else I have shown previously. That would be much helpful. Thank you very much. Next up, we have a floral pendant. Let me just fix the cameras there so you can get all of it into frame here. This is going to be item number 9758. Hold on. There we go. 9758. It has 32 points total in round multicolored sapphires. Hold on right there. With 1 carat 10 in diamonds all around, covering the entire pendant. And it is just fantastic. If you recall, last week I believe we had a ring that perfectly matched the pendants. So if you were someone who missed out on that ring, or maybe you saw that ring and you really liked it, but maybe you're not someone of a ring wearer, or you don't like wearing something so large on your hand, I feel like a pendant is a great way to go, and you still get the same amount of life, the amount of dimension as you do as with that ring. And the great thing about pendants, you don't have to worry as much as rings because you use your hands very often. You don't really move your neck that much, so it doesn't, you don't have to worry about it getting caught on anything, so that's great as well. It's supposed to go out for $39.99. By the way, right now it's in the yellow gold, but this one we can also change the gold color if you want. But I do like how it looks in the yellow because of the gold on the edge. It's contrasting the diamonds, so it just gives it a little bit more life, a little bit more depth to it. It looks very, very, very unique. I don't think we have a floral quite like this one. But $39.99, it's not even going to be $2,999 or even $19.99. Very happy to bring this today. If you guys, like I said, perfectly matches the ring. If you were the one or few lucky callers who got it, not going to be $19.99. Perfect to make a matching pair. Let's just make it $1,777 for this floral, not quite floral. You could interpret it as a flower, you can interpret it as a group of leaves. It's artistic in that way. There's no one right answer. And of course you get the multicolors there. You got a singular diamond, and then you got a pink, yellow, and blue sapphire to complete the flower. Or if you want to interpret it as leaves, I guess they're budding flowers in and of itself. Ooh, slipped out of my grasp there. Did not intend for that to happen, but there we go. Slippery fingers. I see people shaking their head at me. You know this about me. I am a very klutzy person. Just the other day, I fell and I hit my chin on a table. So it's very dangerous being me. You suffer unnecessary injuries all the time. All right. Moving right along. Next up, we have, look at that. Last week I brought a Savorite with a Tanzanite pairing. Today I thought I'd bring something similar yet different. This is going to be item number 11204333. Let me just bring you in closer right there. Item number 11204333. It's a 2-carat 97 cushion Savorite with 65 points in tapered baguette yellow sapphires on either side and 32 points in diamonds surrounding the center stone there. Like I said earlier, or not earlier, last week I brought you the Savorite with Tanzanite, and that provided a very vibrant jewel tone combination. I think, yeah, I said it resembled like peacocks, their feathers. This one, very similar mounting, but very, very, very different look. The color combination just reminds me of being on vacation on some exotic island somewhere with a drink in my hand. That's what this is reminding me of. I don't know exactly which island or where, but, or maybe it's because of a movie I saw recently, but that's what it is reminding me of. It's supposed to go out for $9,999 for a ring such as this with the 3-stone style with the tapered baguettes on either side, which we don't have very much of, especially not in the yellow sapphires. We don't do that very often. But when they do come out, they definitely make a great impact. And this one, we hope yellow gold is okay. We wanted the gold to complement the side diamonds and really let the side stone, and let the center stone shine. But $9,999, it is not going to be $99.99 or $89.99 or $79.99 today. This is also brand new, first time it's ever been up here. So we got to give it a price to be remembered. $79.99 is not going to be, or even $6,099. $6,999 is what I meant to say, but you understand. Not even going to be $69.99 or $59.99. Brand new today. Fantastic piece, fantastic value. Let's just make it $49.99 today. Brand new Savorite. I mean, who just doesn't love the vibrance and clarity of that stone paired with the dark, rich, almost honey looking color of the yellow sapphires on either side. It is a great piece to own and have, especially if you're someone who likes to mix the colors of your stones. You don't want to just wear one color all the time. This is a great one, especially if you have like a print or something you want to match, which I feel like currently green prints are very, very on trend. So this is to match any of your green print pieces that you may have or are planning to add to your clothing collection. All right. Moving along, I know last week we had our very first square cut fire opal. Today I thought we'd keep up the interesting cuts and bring out a trillion. This is going to be item number 11200470. Very similar to the square cut I had last week in the sense that we don't have very many of these trillion fire opals in the trillion cut. In fact, this might be the only one we will ever have. Very, very hard to find. Usually they come in ovals or cushions. This also happens to be a 2K09 stone with 63 points in diamonds around it. So very excited to bring this to you. Yeah, not very easy to find a fire opal in the trillion cut. If you are, grab it while you can, especially if you're someone who loves the trillion cut, which I know many of you guys do, and maybe you've been eyeing one. We've had requests for fire opals and trillions, but we can't find them usually because of how much rough it wastes, very, very similar to the square. So if you've been looking for a fire opal in a very unique cutting, for a fire opal, trillion is considered unique. So grab it while you can, and not even disregarding the shape for a second, even just the color. It's like the perfect red. It's almost, I feel like it almost has no orange. It's almost the perfect true red, the true fire truck Coca-Cola red. I shouldn't say that because that is technically trademarked, but you know what I mean. It's when you think red, this is the hue you think of, with almost no orange in it. Supposed to go out for $29.99. It is not going to be today, brand new today. Again, we really want it to go to a great home, to a true collector who enjoys collecting these rare and exotic stones, someone who likes to see very uncommon ways to set and create things out of natural material. $29.99 it is not going to be, not even going to be $1,999 or $1,888 or even $1,777. And with this one, you can do any gold color you want. So whatever you want to do, we can do it. You can play designer, and $1,777 is not going to be. Let's just make it $1,499 for the first caller who wants it. It is a fantastic piece. Probably the truest red stone in the fire opal I've seen in a very, very, very long time. $14.99. It sounds like this one is verifying. Let me go ahead and try it on for you. It is a bit of a snug fit here for me, but I will make it work. As you can see, wow, on the hand it looks even more true red. The depth of color is phenomenal. It's also, there's just something about the trillion cut that you cannot replicate with any other shape out there. There it is on the hand. Sounds like someone's verifying. Who do you have on the line there? Oh, Sheila from Pennsylvania. Thank you, Sheila. Let me put it back on the wheel for you, if I can maneuver it off my hand here. It is a bit of a, there we go, got it. Ooh. I may have short fingers, but they are by no means thinner than the average human. There is on the wheel. Like I said, any gold color you want, we can definitely do. We also have one, maybe two more fire opals that I want to show, but let's just take a break from fire opals for a second, and I'll bring them out maybe a little bit later. Okay, looks like they are still thinking about this one. which is fine. It's something to think a lot about, and the longer they think about it, the longer I can have it on the air. All right. All right, looks like this one's gone. Thank you so much, Sheila. Moving along, I know we brought out pretty much every cat's eye indicolite last week, but that's clearly not enough, so I brought out another one. This is going to be item number 11200429. It's a 9 carat 70, so almost 9 and 3/4 carats in just the center stone alone. You have 18 points in yellow diamonds in the yellow diamond halo, and then 84 points in white diamonds around that as well. So 9 carat 70 cat's eye indicolite, probably one of the largest we've had on TV to date, if not the largest. I'm not quite sure. Don't quote me on that, because like I said, short-term memory, very, very bad. But very large size, definitely larger than the ones I had last week. So if you've seen the ones we've had in the past and you really, really like the stone, but it doesn't meet the size requirement you need, well, this might be the one for you, because sizes for cat's eye indicolites that go any larger than this, very, very few and far in between. So because of something of this size, and you're getting almost an entire carat in both white and yellow diamonds, it's supposed to go out for $19,999. But it is brand new. We want to bring it down to a great low for you guys. And just look at the chatoyancy of that stone. I recently learned how to actually spell that word, and it's not how I thought it would have been spelled. It's a very interesting spelling, but that just makes that word that much more interesting in my mind. But $19,999 is not going to be your price, not even going to be $15,000, which would be $14,999. Yes.
Sheila says thank you, and she likes her.
Thank you so much, Sheila. Is she from Pennsylvania? Is it that, Sheila? Thank you so much. I'm sure I'll be hearing from her in the next few days. If not, I might call her and say a special thank you from me. So thank you. $14,999. It is not going to be 13 or 12 or even $11,999 today. Brand new, one of the largest we have. Let me try this one on for you, just so you can see exactly how large we are talking. It is a big, big stone, big, big ring. It is almost, earlier Joyce mentioned how a particular ring is like a shield on her hand, and I feel like that was a very apt description. This one is not quite shield level. Maybe it's more of a plate or a mirror, but very large ring, and it is round. And $11,999, it is not going to be $10,999. Brand new today. Let's just make it $99.99. $9,999 for any caller who has been eyeing those cat's eye indicolites, who want something larger than we have ever had. This is the one for you. $99.99. Back on the wheel it goes. And even as it moves on the screen, you can see exactly how the cat's eye phenomena moves throughout the stone. And right now you're seeing two, because there are two light sources, but normally there's only one light source when you wear it out, so you'll see the one, but it is very prominent throughout the stone. All right. Moving along, got a lot to get through today, so let's not use up any more time. I'm trying to get through as much as I can today. Moving along, here is something we haven't had in a long time, yet it is probably one of my favorite ruby pieces that we have. This is going to be item number 11126676. So yeah, definitely been here for a while. And it's a 1 carat 51 center with 50 points in round Burma rubies, as you can see on the ends of the ring there. And then in addition to that, you have 32 points in diamonds all around, sort of spiraling out, meeting those other Burma rubies there. I love this ring because of how unique it is. Usually we see our rubies in the bridge, signature mounting, maybe with just a single halo, and it's very rare that we get to do something so fun and interesting with them. And I'm so happy that we have this one to show you. Yeah, there's just something so exquisite about this ring, so designer, so unique. It's hard to describe for me. It's almost like a very unique target, but not quite. It is one of a kind, and once this one's gone, it is gone because we probably couldn't be able to match all those small Burma rubies anyways. We usually only have the large centers, and when we try to match them, trust me, the jewelers that's not a fun day for the jewelers. So that's why there's only one of these. If we could, we would want to do 1 million of them, but we cannot because of the amount of time it would take picking out the perfect color, clarity, and just making sure they all match. Very, very difficult. This one was supposed to go out for $6,999, but that is not going to be today. Not going to be $69.99 or $59.99 or even $4,999 for a 1.5 carat ruby, for something that you're not getting any new material out of. This is all from a private collection by management. And once that supply is gone, we are unable to get any more new material. So if you want a ruby, if you've been eyeing a ruby, grab it while you can because they will not be here forever. $49.99, it's not going to be, not even going to be $39.99. Or $29.99 or even $1,999 for this fantastic piece. Not going to be $19.99 or even $18.88 or $1,777. Blow it out. It's not brand new today, hence the item number, but it is, we're gonna bring it down to a price like it is brand new. $17.77 is not going to be, or even $16.99. Let's just make it $1,499 for the first caller who wants it. It is a fantastic piece. I recommend anyone get it. It just looks so unique on the hand. Let me go ahead and try it on for you because I feel like no other ring can match the way this looks on the hand. It's just so different. Definitely for someone who appreciates something a little bit more unique than your traditional ruby with a halo or in the signature or anything like that. There's just something so special about it. And with having the small rubies on the ends of each of those spokes, each of those spirals, I feel like just perfectly frames that center stone, makes it stand out even more. Provides the perfect framework foundation for a magnificent stone. All right, back on the wheel it goes. Like I said, any gold color you choose will be perfect. All right. Next up, I have a piece that I am very proud and honored to show. Mostly because it is designed by my other co-host here. It's one of her very first designs here at TVON. And I'm very happy I could be the one to show it for once. This is going to be item number 1110300, so even older in the item numbers we're going. And it is not a small ring. Just like Joyce's personality, it is not small. It is a very large, big ring. It's a 3 carat 23 emerald cut peridot here with 72 points in diamonds on one side in the sort of cut out, almost glass mosaic style window on the side here. It is not new to us here at TVON, but we should show this more, but there's a very good reason we can't, especially with gold prices being at its record high right now. The value of this ring should be going through the roof, but we wanted to keep it at a TVON friendly price. So as of right now, the rings in these mountings are still at their old pricing. So if you want, grab it while you can, because it will not be that price forever or for very long. It might be a completely different price next week. So definitely grab it now if you want it. supposed to be $4,999 for something this large, but it is not going to be $49.99 or $39.99 or even $2,999. And you might be thinking I'm tricking you because we've seen wide rings early on the show with the Tanzanite and the cigar. It could just be tapered into the back. It could just look really big in the front but be really, really tiny and thin in the back, but it is not. It is, while it does taper a little bit just for comfort, it is not teeny tiny. It's not a teeny tiny band. It still has some significant width to it. So you're getting a lot of gold here, and in the back it was also all completely solid. It's not hollow or anything like that. $29.99. It is not going to be $29.99 or $28.88 or even $2,777 for probably what is going to be the very last time we show this mounting in this ring for this price. $27.77. It is not going to be, or let's just make it $1,999 for this ring in the peridot. Do you have a name for it, Joyce? For this ring? No? She doesn't have a name for it. It deserves a name for something this large. Maybe you should come up with one. Or, better yet, our Facebook ladies are very good at naming things. They have officially renamed Fridays to TVON Happy Hour because it is earlier than our normal shows, which it seems also a little bit early for the club. It used to be called Club TVON. Seems a little bit early for the club. So, TVON Happy Hour. So I'm counting on Facebook to come up with a great name for this ring. And for those of you guys who don't know, it's April now, so we've been doing this for 4 months, a little bit less than 4 months. We are now earlier from 5 to 8 instead of 7 to 10 Pacific time, which means that on the east we're from 8 to 11, which I feel like is a little bit more conscious hour friendly. So it's a little bit different, but everything else stays the same. So other weekdays from Monday, Wednesday, Thursday are going to be, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday are still going to be from 7 to 10 Pacific and then 10 to 1 a.m. Eastern. And daytime shows also still stay the same. So from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific or 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. No, not 4 p.m. 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. $19.99 for this one. All right, move it along. And yes, if we do come up with a good name for it, we do need to officially adopt that for this ring. All right. Moving right along, a critter we have not seen in a long while. This is going to be item number 8517. We know how we feel about our critters here at TVON. Very big fan of them. And this is one we have not seen the light of day in a while. It needs a little bit of air to breathe, so we brought it back today. It's a parrot, I think. I don't really want to determine what species of bird it is because not an animal expert. But it is a bird, I know that much. It has a beak and feathers and that. It has a 7mm Okoya pearl that's making up the body of the pendant with 31 points in pink, blue, and yellow sapphires, as well as Savorites on the bird's head and tail. And of course, I wanted to say there were diamonds, but there are no diamonds. We decided to do it completely out of colored stones. And of course you have the branch that is rhodiumed black just to give it a little bit of a contrast so you don't mistake it for a part of the bird. But with this one also got a brand new markdown, so we're very happy to bring this out again, especially for those of you animal lovers. I know we have a lot of dog people, we have a lot of cat people. But I know, and we talk about dog people and cat people a lot, but I know for a fact we also have quite a few bird people. And I feel like they don't get as much love as the dog and cat people, probably because they're in the slight minority in terms of pets, but they are there. Bird people are there. So these are for any of those bird people in your lives. Last time we had it up here, it was supposed to go out for $16.99. It wasn't. We did it for $700. $799, which is what it should be today, but $799 is not what I'm going to do for our special Friday audience today. $799 it is not going to be, not even going to be. $699, brand new discount, because, and of course because it is a bird set in with special colored stones and all of that, gold color like it is, can't change anything about the bird. What you see is what you get. Let's just make it $599, brand new markdown today. And right now this is just a pendant, but if you do need a chain, talk to your operators. I'm sure they'll happy to give you all the information you need about our chains, which I'm sure a lot of people have gotten. And the great thing about a chain is you only really need to get one, if just to hold your pendants. If you're someone who likes to match the gold color of your pendant to your chain, then maybe get 3, just white, yellow, rose. But once you have them, you can use them for any pendant you get. Not just from us, from anywhere else. That's the great thing about chains. Otherwise, you just kind of have a pendant around and you can't really wear it, but I guess you could look at it from time to time. $599 for our flightless bird. I know the bird can actually fly, but because it is made of gold and gemstones, if this were to come to life, it would not fly. All right. Moving along, here's something really special that I feel like deserves a lot more love than it has gotten. And there's a big smudge in the middle of that stone there, which is disrupting the beauty of this stone here. There we go, much better. This is going to be item number 1120130. Wow, just look at that. Before I even get into all the nitty-gritty details, just looking at that stone is fantastic. It is a 56 pointer, pear-shaped, fancy deep yellow-orange diamond. So the color of that is very, very, I can't think of the word, saturated, that's the word. Very, very saturated, with 1 carat 18 with diamonds in the double halo as well as along the band. And because it's a stone that we don't see very often, at least one of this color, of this quality, it does have a GIA cert. So we did get that done for you. And I feel like it should have gotten more airtime, but it hasn't. So I brought it here today. It does come with GIA cert. GIA cert describes it as a, let me go ahead and show you right there. Hold on, let's give it a second. You have the GIA cert here with all the details of the stone you could possibly need. It's GIA calls it fancy deep yellow orange. It's an SI1, but even with the inclusions in the stone, they're also minuscule, so small. It's very hard to see through the eye. Even if I go back to the wheel here on the air, let me take that away so you can take a look at the stone. Even as you look through it, and putting a ring up on air on the with the cameras being zoomed in so much, it's basically like looking through a loop, looking through a magnifying glass. It's very, very hard to pick out each individual inclusion. So this is definitely very, very pretty much as clean of a fancy deep orange diamond as we can get here at TVON, especially for the value that I am about to do for you. Valued at over $32,000. Initially, we were going to bring this out for $16,999, but it is probably one of the only times it has been on the air, probably one of the only times it is going to be on the air, because we are sure that it will be gone very, very quickly. $16,999, it is not going to be. Not even going to be $10,000, not even going to be $10,999 today. And right now it is in the white and rose. I thought it was just white, but I just realized there's the rose gold around the center stone itself also to bring out that contrast. $10,999 it is not going to be, though, not going to be $99.99 or even $8,999. Blow it out. Maybe one of the only times we'll ever see a stone of this color, of this sort of clarity, of this type of quality. And $89.99 is not going to be. Let's just make it $7,999. for a diamond. The GIA calls a fancy deep yellow orange. And while they do call it yellow orange, I do feel like if you look very closely, it almost has a few hues of red, a little bit of the pinky tone. That's what I meant to say before the air just escaped my mouth. It has a little bit of that as well. It is leaning more yellow orange dominant, but as you can see, as it flashes through, you can see a little bit of the reds, a little bit of the pinks poking through as well. So very exceptional piece, this one. I just wanted to put it out there because I'm sure that if we gave all the time in the world, it would still be gone very, very quickly. So very happy to bring this one out. All right. Already 45 minutes into the show. I'm already 25% of the way through for today. And who knows, maybe Joyce will be back next week, and we're not quite sure yet. We're kind of working it out as like we go, but I'm sure she's excited to do all 3 hours again. She's very excited to put her nails on her fingers and her eyelashes on her face. Okay, moving along. Ooh, my gosh, slippery fingers here today. This is going to be item number 1119992, and it doesn't want to stand on its own because of the point at the very end from the Marquise diamond, so it's going to have to sit on its side there for a second. But I'll try it on so you can see how it looks like on the hand. This is a 3-carat 42 oval pink diaspore with 59 points in pairs. Sorry, yeah, that was a pear shape and round white diamonds. Very unique mounting for this one. When I saw it, it reminded me of like a grand hall mirror, or maybe it looks very inspired by royal jewels, crown jewels. It's a very regal looking framework for an equally magnificent stone. And of course, pink diaspores, we know and love them here at this point, but we will soon forget because, again, very, very low in quantity here. Even here at TVON, we will not have these forever. And once they are gone, they will be gone forever. So it's supposed to go out for $89.99, but it is not going to be today. Not going to be $89.99 or $79.99 or even $6,999. And with this one, because we have all those unique shapes of diamonds, we do want to keep the gold color in the white. So hopefully that is okay with you. $69.99 it is not going to be, or even $5,999 or $49.99 or even $3,999 for this one-of-a-kind pink diaspore in probably one of the fanciest, frilliest mountings we have here. I don't mean that in a negative connotation. Me personally, I feel my style kind of varies between hyper feminine and somewhat masculine, so I can appreciate something very frilly at times. It is a great piece. $39.99 is not going to be. Let's just make it $2,999 for this one-of-a-kind pink diaspore. And of course, let me go ahead and try it on for you, because while it's leaning on its side, I feel like we're not getting the perfect idea of how it's supposed to sit on the hand. Let me go ahead and try that on. As you can see, it does look, even from far away, it has a very distinct presence to it. Very unique, very, like I said, how it looks like it was inspired by crown jewels. It does look like it should be the ring to command a room. And even from far away, you can definitely see the pear shapes diamonds just standing out among all the rest of the whites. And the pink diaspore is definitely no slouch either. It's pulling its weight. Okay, back on the wheel it goes. Ooh, another one of those getting stuck on my hand. Maybe it's a sign that it should go home with me. Wow. Yeah, still got a lot to go through. Again, if anyone has any requests, please give us a call and let us know. We'd be happy to bring them out for you. We always like to fulfill any requests you guys might have. Okay. We have had a couple of requests for Mahenge pink spinels, and I know people keep missing out because they are such, they're usually one of a kind, so once they're gone, they're gone. But we did bring out two in particular for, I don't know who the exact requester was, but I'm going to show both of them just because I don't know what they're looking for. So might as well cover more ground. It probably will meet its right audience. So this first one, let me bring it up here for you. This one's going to be item number 8626. It is a 1 carat 38 oval Mahenge pink spinel with 1 carat 06 in diamonds all around it and 1 carat 06. It looks like much more than that. Look at the whole thing being covered in diamonds, and then on the side you have two sort of almost like if you like handbags, they kind of look like leather loops, looping it in, adding it as like hardware. Very, very interesting look this ring is. It kind of I feel like it takes a lot of inspiration from leather accessories such as handbags, perhaps wallets. It's a very unique mounting, this one. It's supposed to go out for $69.99 with all those diamonds, with it being a Mahenge pink, with that perfect on the nose hot pink color. There's not a pink more vibrant or present than this one. This is the definition of hot pink. $69.99. It is not going to be $59.99 or even $4,999 or even $3,999 for this one. 1 carat 38. You're getting a carat 06. You're getting over a carat in diamonds. But $39.99. It is not going to be $29.99. It is not going to be brand new markdown. Brand new price for anyone who wants one, for the person who requested it. Maybe I'm sure you are not the only person who wants a Mahenge pink spinel like this one. $29.99. It is not going to be not even $28.88 or $27.77. Let's just make it $2,399 for a lucky caller who's been looking for the perfect Mahenge pink spinel. And I do have one that is slightly larger, which I will bring up momentarily as well. So maybe this one's not quite the right size for you. We've got something a little bit larger as well. Let me go ahead and try this one on so you can see what it looks like on the hand. Another one where it is fitting a little bit snug, but that's okay. Just get your size, it will fit perfectly. And it is the oval cut, so very, very universal in my opinion. And as you can see, like as I turn my hand, you can see the loop of the gold kind of coming through, peeking through, showing up a little bit, which is a very unique look than having just the band of gold, I think. Like I said, I feel like it's very leather accessory inspired. It also, if not quite leather accessory like handbags, it also kind of reminds me of like saddles, which technically are leather accessories, just not for people, just for horses, but same thing. $23.99 for this one. Back on the wheel it goes if I can ever get it off my hand. And we do have this one as well. Let me move this one aside for a second. We also have this one, which is definitely a larger stone, definitely a slightly different color. It's a little bit deeper in color. This is item number 6647. It's a 2 carat 21 cushion Mahenge pink spinel, so also different shape, with 1 carat 18 in diamonds on around and on either side, so also more diamonds. So you're kind of getting more of everything. If you like that last one but just wanted more size, more gold, more area to admire, this is definitely the one for you. It's very similar, but not exactly the same, of course, in the shape and the mounting as well. While it does have a similar outline, it is also very different. It's more uniform all around and definitely more diamond heavy. This particular one was supposed to go out for $13,999, but that's not going to be our price today for a 2 carat 21. Not going to be 13,000 or even 10,000. Not even going to be $99.99 today for this particular ring. And even the stone itself, it's also a little bit darker. While the other one I feel like was a true hot pink, this is a little bit deeper, leaning more heavily towards the magenta without as much purple. It's a little bit deeper in saturation, and $99.99 is not going to be your price, not going to be $89.99 either, or $79.99 or $69.99 for this particular ring. Let me go ahead and try this one on for you as well, because just so you get an idea, as you can see, it is bigger than the other ring, and it's on the wheel turning there. I'll go ahead and actually try them on both in a moment so you can see what they look like side by side. But $69.99 is not going to be the price on this one, or even $5,999. Brand new markdown today for this one as well. Not going to be $59.99 or $58.88. Let's just make it $5,777 for the 2 carat 21, and then for the 1 carat 38 it was $23.99. So let me go ahead and bring that one up next to it just so you can kind of see how they look together. And of course I'll go ahead and zoom out as well. While the one on the right, that's going to be the 1 carat, that one is, the stone is a little bit smaller. As you can see, this stone is a little bit lighter, a little bit more cool toned, more of the true hot pink there. It does look a little bit taller, but it does taper a little bit more, so it has more of that movement, a little bit more of that shape. And then the larger one, a little bit more rigid, but it is overall bigger in both diamonds, the stone, the gold, everything. So if you want something a little bit bigger, a little bit deeper, go for the 2 carat. If you are looking for something a little bit smaller, a little bit more palatable, maybe a little bit more design forward, go for the 1 carat 38. Ooh, my voice just rasped there a little bit. That's not a very good sign at all. Yeah, just looking at them turn side by side, it's, I don't know if anyone keeps up with like movie trailers or upcoming movies. Recently there's a new trailer for the Barbie movie, so I've been seeing pink and promotions for that everywhere. So it's kind of, it made me think of that just for a quick second. But it's not quite the right hue of pink, but you know, with her, any pink is her pink. All right, it's already top of the hour. Time does move very quickly, so let me say hello to anyone who might be tuning in. It is officially, actually not officially, we are 3 minutes into, or 3 minutes about to be the top of the hour. So hello to anyone who's just tuning in. For those of you guys who don't know, my name is Joanne. We still have 2 hours left of our online streaming show, and still a lot of great things to get through. And of course, if anyone has any requests for today, or if you don't want to see it today, you want to see it tomorrow, have a true professional present it, please let us know as well. We'd be happy to pull that out for you. And of course, if you have any feedback for me, if you have anything you want to speak to Joyce, who is here, just not on TV today, feel free to call in as well. And hello, happy Friday. And thank you to everyone who said anything nice and encouraging. We really, really appreciate it. There have been quite a few of you guys this week, so thank you guys so much. It's what makes me and Joyce keep wanting to do this week after week. All right, so let's go back to our spinels here. Still, both are here. Looks like the 1 carat might be verifying, not quite sure. I'm sure someone will let me know. But I thought we could do a little bit, something a little bit special for our top of the hour. And yes, I believe for both of these, you can change the gold color on either one. So white, yellow, or rose, I think white gold right now, which is what it's in right now, looks great. Yellow gold would not look bad. White gold would be my personal preference, but I think white or rose gold are both acceptable to me, to my personal preferences and taste. All Okay, let's just bring these away for a quick second and bring up my first wheel of the day. I know usually we have very large wheels here where we have like 5 or 6 items, but today this is a mini wheel. We are condensing it down a little bit. So first up we had that Infinity 8. I don't know, it's up to interpretation, I suppose. And then we have a designer flower with white and black diamonds. And lastly, we have that round Tanzanite in the swoosh almost. It always reminds me of like a basketball going into a hoop. I don't know much about sports, but I do know the one rule in basketball is you need to get the ball from one side of the court to the other side and through a hoop. So that's what that mounting always looks like to me. I know my ability to describe things with great detail and my ability to paint a picture is great. And yes, the first ring, it could be up to interpretation. It might be an 8, might be infinity sign. I feel like infinity sign is probably something more universal, more universally accepted. But I also know a lot of people whose lucky number is 8. So if you are one of those people or you know one of those people, you could also call it a number 8. So for that Tanzanite, first of all, it's a 1 carat 20 with 8 points in diamonds in it. For the infinity symbol, it's 40 points total in white diamonds. And of course, the floral ring on the right there, that's 23 points in black diamonds and 23 points in white diamonds. So 46 points total in diamond weight, just split exactly in half. And I thought, usually I have a wheel with like 5 or 6 items, but those have, as history has shown, kind of hard to arrange last minute. So a small wheel is a little bit more palatable. All of these were supposed to go out for over $2,000, supposed to go out for around $2,800, but it is not going to be today. It's my first wheel today, as it is the top of the hour when a lot of new viewers are tuning in, and I don't want to do $2,800 for them. Not going to be $2,800, not going to be $2,500 or $2,400 or $2,300 or even $19.99 for any one of these pieces on the wheel. And for the only one that has to stay exactly like it is going to be that flower ring on the right there. That's going to be as is only. The 8 infinity sign, it's either white or yellow. You can choose one or the other. Rose gold is not available, but white or yellow are fine. And the Tanzanite, you can do anything you want. So a little bit different for each one there, but talk to your operator. I'm sure they all know the information. They can go ahead and let you know any of the ones you're curious about. And $19.99, it's not even going to be $18.88 or $17.77 or even $14.99 today. Let me go ahead and try each one on for you. Let's first do the infinity sign for that one. As you can see, even on the hand, it's a little bit ambiguous as to what it is. I'm sure you can turn it, but this way is probably the most comfortable with each leg of the ring facing a different direction at a 45-degree angle. Even then, it's still kind of ambiguous as to what it is. So it is up to interpretation. And like I said, this one, white or yellow only. Unfortunately, rose gold is not available, but I'm sure it would look good in yellow as well. And back on the wheel, it goes $14.99 is not going to be your price. Not going to be $14 or $12 or even $999 for any one of these pieces. Let me go ahead and try on that Tanzanite for you. Like I said, this one is the one you can do any gold color on. So white, yellow, or rose. Right now it's in the yellow, but either white or rose would look fantastic as well. It is up to you. You can decide. $999 it is not going to be, or even $888 or $777. Ooh, this is also a very snug ring. I think I just cracked a knuckle there. $777 is not. $69.99 it is not. Blow it out. Ooh, any one of these rings, let's just make it $599. Any one of these pieces up here, $599. And let's just give it a minute just to simmer here. It is my top of the hour. I want to give it a little bit of time so it can be digested. $599 for this fantastic piece. Yeah, we still got a lot of great. I have like four different emeralds up here, and I have not shown a single one. So it might be time to bring out the emeralds right now. And 23 seconds left on the clock. Looks like they're having a little conference back there. Don't know what it's about. Well, my voice, it's only been an hour and my voice is pretty much gone already. I can feel it cracking and creaking at every turn or everything I go to say. I go to say something and I have the words in my mind, but when I actually go to say it, there's something in my throat that feels like it's restricting me from saying it out loud. Okay. Moving along from this one. Let's see here. Moving on from these ones. Here, next up we have a piece that it has been a while here at TVON as well, but always a pleasure seeing it on air again. This is going to be item number 6884. It is a ring that's very, very unique. We don't have a ring quite like this one in this mounting or even anything like it. It's a 4 karat 41 Asher cut Colombian emerald with 88 points in yellow diamonds on the other side, almost like a mirror. But the yellow diamonds are multiple yellow diamonds. There's 9 specifically, but it does look like they're just 2 really big, fancy colored stones on your hand. So it has that unique look to it. And with the emerald being a single stone and the yellow diamonds being a multitude of them, there's 9 of them, it also creates a little bit of a dimension disparity, so it looks a little bit more unique versus if we had a yellow diamond of that size that could fit that, which I'm sure would be spectacular as well, but then this ring would be much, much more than it is going to be. Right now it's in the yellow gold. Hopefully that's okay with you. We like the yellow gold for the yellow diamonds as well as the emerald. If you've been watching us for a while, we do like to keep our emerald in yellow gold. It's a designer preference, so we would like to keep it this way. Valued at $19,999. This one also had a brand new markdown, so very happy to be able to bring these to you today. Not going to be $19,999 or even $15,999. Wow, we're going to do something very special on this one. Not going to be 15 or even 10. Not going to be $10,999 or 9 or 8 or even $79.99. Not brand new today, but it should be on its way to a new home. Not going to be $79.99 or even $78.88. Let's just make it $7,900 or $7,777. This is what happens when you speak before you think. $77.77 is the price for this one, brand new markdown from $99.99, which I think is a fantastic deal. Yeah, this is definitely one of the most unique styles of rings, not just in emeralds, in any stone. We don't have anything that is a mirror like this one, and it provides such a unique look that you can't really see anywhere else. Let me go ahead and try it on so you know what I am talking about. I feel like with a ring like this, where it's a mirror of each other, it almost looks like you're wearing just a very sophisticated band. I know there are a lot of engagement rings that are following this trend of doing one color stone and then another one mirroring it, which I think is such a cool idea. This is a little bit different from that, but it also it's a unique way to do it. Usually when you see engagement rings, they're usually pairs or something that's a little bit more rounded, has a little bit of float and movement to it. This one is a little bit more rigid, but it provides a very bold, very statement type look. Very modern, this ring is. Definitely not a classic piece, definitely not for everybody, but for those of you guys who enjoy it, it says a lot about your personality, I think. Because when you wear jewelry, or when you see other people wearing jewelry, don't you just want to psychoanalyze everything they wear? 77, 77. Back on the wheel it goes. If I can get it off my hand. 77, 77. Okay. Let's move this away for right now and bring in another brand new today. Ooh, look at that. This is also one that will not sit. Oh, it will sit on its own. Wow, I don't know how I or the designer did that. Very surprised. This is going to be item number 11200491. It is an Australian Lightning Ridge black opal. It's a 60 pointer with 30 points in white diamonds along the petals and inside the petals in the leaf sort of shape. Very nice black opal here, very much gray forward, gray base with lots of red and blue and just a little bit of the green sort of peeking through, shining through. With black opals, as you guys might probably already know, no two stones are exactly the same. So this is definitely a one-of-a-kind piece, so once it is gone, it is gone. Any gold color you want on this one, and of course you know about me and florals. Very big fan of florals, especially in jewelry. I think it's the way you can get away with doing something classic, but also have a little bit of personality, a little bit of uniqueness peek through. It's supposed to go out for $1,999, but it is not going to be $1,999 today, or $1,888, or $1,777, or even $1,699 for this one. Like I said, any gold color can do. I think white gold would also look fantastic, but yellow gold, to me personally, I think it would be best because as you can see at the petals, how it sort of turns at each corner there. With the yellow gold, you can really see the difference and the contrast of it and see the amount of movement and life it has, which it's a flower, it's supposed to have life. $16.99 it's not going to be, or even $14.99 or $12.99 or even $1,099. Brand new today, one of a kind stone, probably my favorite type of oval, which is a gray base with lots of red peeking through. $1,099 it's not going to be. Let's just make it $999 for one very lucky caller who has been eyeing their perfect black opal. And let me go ahead and try this one on for you. On the hand, as you can see, black opal, still lots of the red just beaming out at you through the cameras. And with the yellow gold, even though it's from far away, you can kind of see it just peeking through there as well, adding to the contrast of the whiteness of the diamonds. And you just can't really go wrong with florals. It's a 4-petaled flower. I don't know the names of actual flowers with 4 petals, so you can come up with your own name for this flower. Or if you know what flower it's supposed to be, let us know, because I'm not a botanist either, in addition to not being an animal expert. But yeah, $999. Back on the wheel it goes. Wow, I feel like I have yet to find my perfect Goldilocks ring today. Everything either feels really big or really small. So hopefully I can find that within the next an hour and 45 minutes. Okay. Moving along from this black opal, last week I had a square cut fire opal and it went extremely quickly, so we thought we would bring out a princess cut fire opal. This is item number 11200462. It's a 3-carat 19 princess cut fire opal, like I said, with 67 points in diamonds in the classic bridge mountings. Now, I know that I said last week that the square we only have one, we probably will only have one, which is true. This is a princess cut. It's a little bit different. The way it's cut, while the outside frame is the same, the inside facets are a little bit different from each other. This one has more of these sort of X through the stone, and it is still, it's different enough where you can definitely see the different qualities of each one. And this one also very similar to the Trillion and the one from last week. Perfect, true red, fire engine, fire truck red. Not too much orange throughout that stone at all, and also extremely clean. If you can look through the stone, you can see the diamonds just shining, reflecting through the stone as well. So it's fantastic we decided to do this in a very classic bridge mounting. Oh yeah, sorry, diamonds, classic bridge, 67 points. Not a bridge. We have a lot of bridges that are completely covered in diamonds. This one we decided to do the one where the gold and diamonds contrast each other, just for that extra unique type look. And even in the back of the band, I'm just noticing that right now, you can see the stone and the diamonds just sort of reflecting through as well, which I never noticed that before. Fantastic piece. Again, similar to the one earlier, similar to the one from last week. Once this one's gone, we'll never find a fire opal with this cutting ever again. I know I said that last week, but to be fair, this is different than the one from last week. For something that wastes so much rough, for a cutting like this, for something that takes so much time and labor and love just to get it perfect, yeah, we'll never see a shape quite like this. And we don't have very many princess cut stones to begin with. So if you're someone who really likes the fire opal, that bright red, the color of passion, the color of love, this is definitely the one for you. It's supposed to go out for $49.99, but it is not going to be $49.99 today, or even $39.99, or even $2,999 for this one-of-a-kind princess cut fire opal. And any gold color you want, because it is a bridge, and we probably have every single bridge in every single gold color you could possibly imagine. White gold or yellow gold I think would look best. Right now it's in the white, but probably yellow is okay as well. $29.99 it is not going to be. Let's just make it $1,999 for one of the only, probably will be the only princess cut fire opal we have. And let me go ahead and try it on, because this is probably the only chance I'll ever get to put on a princess cut fire opal. Because of the double prongs there, we put the double prongs there for security so you don't chip any corners. It almost looks like an asher cut, but it is so, if you look at it up close, it's definitely a princess with those prominent corners. And I just love how we decided to do a bridge with it, because even as it moves on the hand, you can definitely see the diamonds just peeking through. It almost looks like there's confetti flashes throughout this main center stone there, and outside the bridge of course, but it's just almost like something is moving through liquid. And back on the wheel it goes. Again, another, this is not my Goldilocks ring, it is also a bit snug. But I am taking it as a sign. Snug rings are meant to go home with me, because it is difficult for me to take them off. If I happen to be admitted into a hospital within the next 2 days, it'd be the type of ring they'd have to cut off my finger. Okay. Looks like someone's verifying on this one. Please let me know if you are, because I'm sure it will go very, very quickly. I believe we had a few people miss out on the square cut from last week, so I'm sure there's going to be fights over this one as well. And like I said, any gold color you want is a-okay. Yeah, sure, no problem. Take it in yellow gold. All right, let's take that away. My hand-eye coordination is also not very good today. Next up, we have another critter, a very common critter, if anything, by the bottom half there is any indication, it's a butterfly of pink sapphires. Need to zoom out quite a bit for this one, because it is a very large butterfly. This is item number 9669. There you go, there it is on the wheel, and it is going to be moving quite a bit, so let me see if I can anchor it. There we go. It has 3.09 in rubies and pink sapphire, so you have the rubies in the darkest pinky reds in the corners of the, not feathers, butterfly, wings. I don't know why I said feathers. In the wings, and then they have that perfect seamless gradient into the white diamonds, and it has 5 total points in white diamonds. So I believe on the corners of each wings they're actually very pale pink sapphires, and then the diamonds are only on the body of the butterfly. But I just love how perfectly seamless that gradient is. It's hard to do that with stones. You have to perfectly match it at each step of the way to make it look that clean and precise. And as you can see, there's like not one stone that just seems out of place throughout the whole thing. It just kind of moves so well. And with that gradient, it also, because it is a butterfly, it is meant to take flight. So it does need to have a certain amount of movement to it. And of course we managed to set it in 18 karat gold because it is a brooch. It's probably going to endure some wear and tear. We want to upgrade that gold for you, and because of its significant size, we even have a measurement for you from top to bottom. It's about 1.25 inches, so not a small brooch, but not quite large either. It's just the perfect accent piece. I kind of wish I was wearing it on my jacket here today. I feel like it would match it very well. I'm wearing a lavender purple jacket, and with the pink it just kind of complements each other. I should have worn it, but then if I wore it, it probably means I would forget to show it to you. It's supposed to go out for $39.99, but we want to bring it down to an extra special low for you guys today. $39.99 is not even going to be $2,999. Let me go ahead and show this against the hand so you have a little bit of a size reference. As you can see, not a small brooch, but even from far away, the gradient is doing so well. It's so seamless, so pretty. As I shift it, you can see the shine glittering and gleaming throughout. It is just a wonderful piece, especially for those of our butterfly lovers. I know we have a lot of them because we have very many types of butterflies here, but none quite as unique as this one. And $29.99 is not going to be, let me bring it back to the wheel here so you can see it close up, $2,999. It is not going to be. Let's just make it $19.99 for a very lucky color, and I hope white gold is okay with you, but I feel like it does complement the cool pink tone of the stones the best. So $19.99 for this one. Especially, yeah, again, with it being pink, and like I said, Barbie, it is something she would wear. And she has been around for a long time, so I'm sure she's seen it all. She probably has worn this at some point, considering how many iterations of her there have been. Okay, $19.99 for this one. Let me just put her down for a second while I get the next item ready. Don't want to leave you on an empty screen there. As you can see, while it's on the wheel, it does lay quite flat, so it shouldn't catch or snag on anything, and that also prevents it from breaking. All right, next up we have, I know we had a Kunzite as the first item of the day, but it was a 2 carat, so kind of small, which there's nothing wrong with small. Small is great, but some of you guys want the big. This is going to be item number 1120509. It's a 11 carat, so quite a lot larger. 11 carat 11, so 1.11. Also, never seen that carat weight before in my life, but that should be very easy to remember. 1111 with 1 carat 64 in white diamonds in, again, a bridge. It's probably one of our largest bridges, all covered in diamonds for a large stone. And with this Kunzite with the 11 carats, you can very clearly see how deeply saturated it is, how purple, how it's when you try to go see Kunzite loose out in the wild, if you go to LA Jewelry District, if you go to any of the trade shows, looking at kunzites, even of large ones, really large ones, it's hard to find them with the color that's quite like this one. They're always super pale, super washed out. They almost look like it's like a clear stone with something they just artificially added into it. There's nothing quite as true purple as this one, and I know it's not the deepest of deep purple, but that's kind of the characteristic of kunzites. They're just that perfect lilac lavender shade. Supposed to be $69.99. It is not going to be today, not going to be $6,999 or $59.99 or even $4,999 for an 11 karat. And I'm talking a lot about the size of the stone. It is very large, as are a lot of our kunzites, but this is probably the larger one of the larger sizes we have right now, because once we have anything larger than this, it goes up very, very quickly. And not only that, you're getting over 1.5 carats in diamonds. So just that alone for $49.99 would be a steal right there. But $49.99 it is not going to be, or even at $39.99. Or even $2,999. And again, another ring that I feel like perfectly matches my outfit today. $29.99 is not going to be. Sorry, who is this for? Shauna? Cool. Got a request for Shauna. I'll show it up next. $29.99 for this one. It is not going to be. Let's just blow it out. Let's make it $2,499 for a 11 karat kunzite. 1111. The only carat weight that would be easier to remember if this was 711. Wow, it's become delirious hour. Maybe it is Club TVON. Maybe it is. Because we are technically in a studio and it is dark here. I could pretend that it's nighttime when it's really bright and sunny outside still. Although not today. Today, these last few days, it's been cloudy here in LA, which everyone always loves it when it's cloudy and not sunshine all the time. But me, I still like the sun, even though it's sunny here all the time. I feel like I'm spoiled by it. If it gets cloudy, I'm in a bad mood. All right, $24.99 for this one, and then we have Shauna's request. Wow, lots of Tanzanite requests today. Okay, let's move this aside. All right, this is for Miss Shauna. This is going to be item number 1120-199. It's a 2 karat 29 round blue wing Tanzanite with 58 points in diamonds in the 4 petal floral style mounting, and of course you also got 1 diamond separating each of the petals. I don't know if this is a ring she specifically wanted, or if she wanted something in this size, or perhaps this mounting, but whichever the reason is, very happy we could bring this out to you. Supposed to go out for $15.99. We brought it down to a brand new low for you guys today. Round, really can't go wrong with it being a round. It's the most classic, most traditional shape. Sometimes not easy to be done in every single stone, but with Tanzanites we do get requests for rounds the most often. So if you like it, please give us a call, grab it while you can. $15.99 is not going to be $14.99 or $13.99 for this fantastic ring. And of course, any gold color you want is good as well. Maybe if you want it to look more like a flower, you can get it in rose gold, have those pinky tones fit that motif. And maybe you're just not a white gold person, you want it changed to yellow, do that as well. That is definitely possible here at TVON. $13.99 it won't be though, or even $12.99 or $11.99 or even $1,099. Let's just make Shauna's Tanzanite dreams come true. Let's just make it $999. Yes, it is $999 for the floral adjacent. Is it just 4 tacos being pushed together in a similar towards a center thing? I don't know. It's up to interpretation, like I said. I just said that because I noticed it's like curving. It's not just 4 semicircles. Yes.
What size are you
The center stone is 2 carat 29. Or do you mean the ring size? The ring size is a 7 right now. Yes. I should be more clear. If you're talking about sizes, ring sizes, it's a 7. Most of our samples are, but again, sometimes they fit a little bit snug, so they might be more like size 6, 6.5. Sometimes they're bigger, so they might be size 8, 8.5. But don't worry, we do free sizing, so anything you need size, we can do it for you free of charge. Up to a certain point, but talk to your operators about that. Looks like this one is verifying. Let me go ahead and try this one on one more time because I think it deserves another wear on the hand. Now that I said it, maybe again I'm just hungry. It is looking more and more like tacos, which I haven't had in a while. So maybe today is taco day. Forget Tuesdays. You can have tacos any day. All right, there it is on the hand. Yeah, I think it would look good in yellow gold as well. So if you want to change it, feel free to do that. All right, back on the wheel it goes. Okay, sorry, did someone call me? I think I'm hearing things. I thought someone just called my name when nobody did. Or maybe I'm just a little bit self-absorbed. All right. The red flash, sure. Here, let me try moving it a little bit. As you can see, there's a little bit in the center of that stone right there. As I move it, shift it from side to side, there is the red flash, as is the defining factor of the blue wing block D Tanzanite. There we go. Did she get that? Does that help her a little bit? Great. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to demonstrate, but trust me, if you see it in person, it is fantastic. All right, moving along. I feel like I've shown a lot of rings today, and not very many earrings, and we know how much we love turquoises, so thought we'd bring them out. Very zoomed in because these are button style stud, and they are not small. This is item number 11200369. Let me zoom out a little bit. 11200369, you're getting 11 karat 20 in the Sleeping Beauty turquoise, so very, very large here. With so you're getting around a little over 5 carats, almost 6 carats in each ear, with 2 carat 88 total in white diamonds. So again, lots of diamonds in each ear as well. And because they are such large stones, we decided to give it the omega backs. So you don't need to worry about backings, and also just for extra support there. Yeah, with this type, with an earring of this size, with a stud of this size, it's not going to sit like a normal stud. It's not just going to nestle nicely on your earlobe. It's going to have a little bit of drop. It'll have a little bit more of a sophisticated look, a little bit more dramatic for your evening parties. But the great thing about Sleeping Beauty turquoise, as we always like to say, Sleeping Beauty turquoise has that ability to be very versatile in how you wear them and when you wear them, for any occasion, for work, for brunch, for running errands. They're just kind of that do-it-all type stones. So if you've been looking for a pair of really great, really fantastic Sleeping Beauty turquoise earrings with a very significant size, this is the one for you. Supposed to go out for $9,999, especially for something of that size. That's something we don't come by very often. Once it gets over the 3 to 4 carat mark, matching the stones is not the easiest thing in the world, but happy we could bring this to you. $9,999. It is not going to be $99.99 or $89.99 or even $79.99 for this piece. Not going to be. And let me go ahead and show one against the hand so you can see exactly how big we are talking there. Was that the requester who got that?
Shauna says thank you and took the white gold.
Thank you, Shauna. So happy we could bring out her request for her. And let me go ahead and show this against the hand just so you can see exactly how large we are talking. It's pretty much the width of one of my fingers, which is not very small. It is definitely a large type earring. And of course, if you need me to try it on just to demonstrate how large they actually are, very happy to do that. Just let me know. But $79.99, it's not even going to be $69.99 or $59.99 or even $4,999 for this pair of earrings. And any gold color you want is fantastic. Great thing about Sleeping Beauty turquoise, any gold color works. You can do it in white, yellow, rose, and it would look fantastic in any gold color. $49.99 is not going to be, or even $3,999. Let's just blow it out. It's been a while since I had turquoise earrings, and I feel like for something that is advertised as able to be worn every day, we got to give you a great deal. It's not something you're just going to wear once. We want to give great values to this piece. Not going to be $39.99. Let's just make it $3,777 for probably one of the largest turquoise earrings we have. Definitely the largest we have in a stud in the by definition of the world, in the fact that it's a post and you just put the post against your earlobe. $37.77, definitely the largest stud we have. It might not be the largest earring in terms of turquoise, but definitely the largest stud. This is as big as you can get without dragging your earlobes to the ground. Okay, let us know about these. These are a fantastic pair of earrings, and of course, great thing with the Omega backs, you don't need to worry about losing backings. You don't need to worry about, oh, should I change it to screw backs, which we can do for our normal post and butterfly studs. For most of them, they might have an additional charge, but again, if that ever needs to be done, just talk to your operator. They'll be happy to let you know how to go about getting that settled. Wow, already halfway through the show. It's already 6:36. I've been doing this for an hour and a half, which means for the next half an hour it's going to be like my twilight zone, because I'm so used to doing 1 hour 30 minutes. So for the next 30 minutes, let's see what kind of nonsense I spew out. Apologies in advance. All right. Moving on. Well, we could spend all day on those, but got still a lot to go through. We've got an aqua. We've had quite a few aquas over the past few weeks, but what's one more? You can never have too many aquas. This is going to be item number 9731. It's a 3-carat 28 oval Santa Maria aquamarine. I don't think I personally have shown too many oval aquas. They usually are in the cushion or the emerald cut in a very large size. This is definitely a ring that's more palatable in terms of size and shape. I feel like ovals are probably more universally accepted, especially for those people who maybe want a round, but rounds are not the easiest to come by. Ovals are the next best thing. This is a 3-carat 28, like I said, with 64 points in diamonds. And we could have gone with a simple halo, but we decided to go with a sort of roller coaster framework type thing to give it more movement, considering it looks like the color of the sky or the ocean. Depending on how you look at it, it deserves a little bit of life embedded into a stone that basically embodies the color of the biggest life source on the planet, which is the ocean. Supposed to go out for $5,999, but it is not going to be $59.99 today. And like I said, I don't usually show that many aquas that are ovals. I feel like I should show them more often, but we probably don't have as many to show. Otherwise, we'd bring them out a lot more. So if you've been eyeing an oval aqua in this sort of mounting, also, it's a unique take on a classic is what I like to say. It's not quite something you see every day, but it's also kind of follows along the lines of what you would typically think of a fancy color stone ring, but it does change it a little bit to add a little bit more personality. And $59.99 is not going to be your price, or $49.99, or even $3,999 for this one. I know March is technically past, and this is April, which I believe the birthstone is diamonds, but I guess everything is this month's birthstone technically then. So anything you get it's okay for the month of April. We're looking at you, Will. It was your birthday a few days ago. So that means you need to get something that is all diamonds. But that means everything we have, almost everything we have, has some diamonds in it. So anything he gets would technically work for his birthday. But $39.99, it is not going to be for this particular ring. Or even $2,999. $28.88 or even. Let me go ahead and try this one on for you. And this one you can definitely do any gold color as well. White, yellow, or rose. White and yellow would probably be my recommendation, personally. When in doubt, go white or yellow because that's probably the ones that would work the best. A couple exceptions to that rule, but overall, most of the time, it's white or yellow. And $28.88 or $27.77, it is not going to be. Let's just make it $2,499. While diamonds might be Will's birthstone, I still gotta represent my birthstone. Aquas for March. You might not remember all 12 birthstones, but if you remember your own, that's good enough. Do you know what your birthstone is, Jason? Oh, you're an April baby too? Wow, wow. I never thought I knew this many people who were born in April. Usually, whenever I was in like a class or something, the least amount of people would be born in April. The most would usually be in like August. They want to be Leos. All right, back on the wheel this one goes. I know Joyce was born in the month of October. Do you know what your birthstone is? What is it? Your favorite stone? What is your favorite stone? I don't know your favorite stone. I'm sorry. Also, I feel like there's a disclaimer. Someone asked, apparently, if me and Joyce are sisters. We are not sisters. But thank you for the compliment that we look alike. $24.99. Wow, have I spent too long on this one? Do I seem a little bit self-absorbed now? Okay. Guess it's time to move on. Next up, but keeping with the blue sort of theme, we have a Paraiba. This is going to be item number 1119-803 in one of my favorite newest mountings. This is a 89-point pear-shaped Paraiba long pair with 38 points in diamonds on the chevron shape there. Very reminiscent to a very iconic ring here at TVON. Anyone want to take a guess? Wonder Ring? If you guess Wonder Ring, you are correct. Ding, ding, ding. There should have been a cash prize, but no. Yes, Wonder Ring, that is correct. It is very reminiscent of our Wonder Ring, but of course you're getting a almost 90-point pear-shaped Paraiba in the mix. Very, very special ring. I don't know what it is about this one, especially on the hand. Maybe on the wheel's not doing it quite justice, but on the hand there's just something so elegant, something so finger elongating about this ring. Maybe that's why I love it, because like I said, short fingers, not attractive for me, at least on myself. I was supposed to go out for $79.99. It is not going to be, though, not for something with all that, with the neon Paraiba. Right now it's in white gold, any gold color you can do, and of course it will probably match perfectly with your Wonder Rings. It'll just look like a bunch of arrows going off your finger. Who doesn't love that? Makes your finger look a very, very long. $79.99 is not going to be, though, for this great piece. Not going to be $79 or $69 or even $5,999. Anytime I see any ring in this mounting, I love it, but because it is a Paraiba, it is my favorite color. It is even more near and dear to my heart. $59.99. Not going to be $49.99. It is not going to be, not even going to be $3,999. Let me go ahead and try it on for you just so you can see what I mean by finger elongating. And of course, there's no right or wrong way to wear it. This is the direction I just personally would wear it, because I like when there is a sort of chevron shape like this. I like the point to point towards the end of my finger. That's just a personal preference. And of course, this one's a little bit large for me, but any size you wear, get it. It fits true to size. So we can definitely size that to your preference. And let me go ahead and try it on the other way as well, just so you have an idea of how it looks. Even if you wear it the other way, it's almost like you're adorning a crown on your finger. So there's really no wrong way to wear this. Just, you have to wear it. Take it out of its box every now and then, but not for $39.99 or even $38.88 or even $3,777. Blow it out. Brand new today. Let's just make it $3,499 for this Paraiba in the Wonder Ring adjacent style ring. I feel like this mounting was a long time coming, but for some reason we've only brought it out recently. So great for catching up to the trend. Okay. Moving along. I don't want to spend too much time on this one, because if I spend too much time on it, that means someone might take it and it'll never get a chance to go home with me. So, should move on quickly here. We have something that I don't think has seen very long on the air as well. So I thought I'd bring it out for you. This is going to be item number 9207. It is a Trapiche emerald. I know I showed an emerald ring before, and that's what we're used to seeing here at TVON when we say emerald, but this is a Trapiche emerald. It has a very special phenomena. It's a 1 carat 53 to be exact, with 26 points in yellow diamonds in the pattern around it. I wish I knew what sort of pattern that was, but I don't. But we wanted to illustrate, we wanted to highlight the quality of the stone. Yeah, trust me, when I saw that this was in my lineup today, I was struggling a little bit as to what to say about it, because we don't see this very often here or anywhere else, to find something with this phenomena. The defining quality is the hexagon sort of pattern there, with the marks going through it in the it's not always 6, but most commonly I believe it is 6. Trapiche is named after a certain type of wheel. I don't remember what the wheel does, but it's a type of wheel that grinds, I believe, grains in Colombia. Hence, it is an emerald, so it does come from Colombia. But that's where the name comes from, and this is something you don't find very, very often out in the world, so we are happy to bring this one to you. Even when you do see it, they're usually very, very light, very, very pale in color. It doesn't even look like it is an emerald, because of how light and pale it is. But this one is very, very deeply saturated, and so happy it could be here. So, supposed to be valued at $14,999 for a ring that we only have one of. We will probably only have one of these. We're probably never going to see something like this again. But $14,999 is not going to be your price. Not going to be $14,000 or even $10,000 for this one. Not going to be $10,999 or even $99.99. And with this one, because of the way it's set, the way the mounting is especially made for this stone, it is going to be yellow gold only. Why are you looking at me like that? This stone matches your hoodie. Sugar mode? Sugar mill. I did look it up before, and it did say Trapiche is actually, it is the name of a wheel. I don't know what language, probably Spanish if it's from Colombia. But you can look it up. I challenge you. And it does match what you're wearing, so maybe this should go to you. Maybe you should have been the one presenting, but $99.99 it is not going to be, or even $89.99 or $79.99 or even $6,999 for this fantastic piece. And of course, if you are the fan of the larger cigar style with a wide band, this does fulfill all those requirements, and it does also taper in the back. So this one you don't need to size up on at all. It should fit perfectly true to size. And not for $69.99, let's just make it $5,999 for this one-of-a-kind ring. Let me go ahead and try it on. I would even go so far as to say this could be a unisex style. I think a man or a woman could wear this. It is technically a lady's ring though. That's what it's entered as, but I think a man or a woman can wear something like this. It is fantastic. I know it's looking a little bit dark on the air there, but that's because it's very bright up here and the back, everything in front of me is dark, so it's coming off as quite dark. But in person, it is a very obviously, you can definitely see the pattern throughout the stone. Back on the wheel it goes. If I can get it off. Maybe this is my Goldilocks ring because it does not want to come off my finger. Might have to dislocate a couple joints. There we go. Yeah. Almost had to rearrange my second knuckle there. But yes, one of the only Trapiches, probably one of the only ones we will have. So if you like it, grab it while you can. Okay. Maybe they shouldn't have let me talk about this one because I'm not the best person at research. That's probably more Joyce's field of expertise. Maybe we should have saved this one for her, but if you guys want her to show it next time she's up here, let her know. She'll be happy to talk about it more than I did. All right, next up we have another pair of earrings. This is where all the earrings come in. Let's see if they'll stand on their own though. This is going to be item number 1120436. They are black opal earrings. Also something we do not see very often considering black opals, to find two that match like this. Even now they don't match completely, but to find ones that match like this is very, very hard. It's a 1.09 total weight with 46 points in diamonds in the sort of halo. It is a halo, but in a very unique shape. Doesn't it just perfectly hug the oval of the stone there? Finding two stones that match quite like this with the navy blue base and then the brighter royal blues shining through, and of course the green and red flashes peeking through as well. Very, very hard. I know we have a lot of black opal enthusiasts in our audience, and they might have a huge collection of rings, but I know for a fact they probably don't have as many earrings because of how hard it is to match. Each one is like a snowflake. You can't find two that look exactly alike or even similar enough to find earrings. So we were very lucky to find this pair. It's supposed to go out for $2,999, but it is not going to be today, not going to be $29.99 or $19.99 or $18.88 or even $1,777. Let me go ahead and show this on the hand. Right now it's in the yellow. We do suggest you keep it in the yellow. Usually when we are doing stud earrings or anything with black opals, we like to keep the gold color like it is. We predetermine what might look best with that particular stone. But yeah, there it is on the hand. As you can see, studs, but also not teeny tiny. They probably will fit depending on how large your earlobe is. It will probably fit entirely on your earlobe, but not for everybody's. $17.77 it is not going to be though, or even $16.99. Let's just make them $1,599 today. I'm saying they probably will fit on my earlobes because I have very large earlobes, but they might not fit on everybody's earlobes. Hey Joyce, guess what? I just felt my legs shake a little bit. Fun story today at my apartment building. I was woken up to the sound of an alert going off in my apartment building saying that there was an emergency and to not use the elevator. And I live on the 18th floor. So I ran down all 18 flights of stairs and my legs are now wobbly. So that's a fun story. I texted my brother and he said now I can skip leg day. Okay. Moving along, because I've only got an hour and 5 minutes left and I still have so much to get through, so gotta chop, gotta keep it moving, keep moving forward. So in the sense of moving forward, we have something that we also have not shown here in quite some time. Look at that. This is going to be item number 1120033. It is very few stones that can produce that color of purple, that particular hue of purple. Upon first glance, you might think it's an amethyst, maybe it's a royal zambaran. There's very few other things that can produce that level of saturation of purple, that particular hue. It's a very true purple, very elegant royal purple. And it can be none other than a cashmere sapphire. It's a 1 carat 37 with 105 in white diamonds, and of course the classic bridge. Wanted to highlight the stone, make sure the stone is the star of the show, and didn't want the mounting to distract from it at all. Been a while since it's been up here, so I think we brought it down to a brand new low for you because we really want it to go to a great home, and because of how spectacular this particular ring is. It also comes with a GI cert. I know normally we reserve our GI certs for diamonds, and rarely do they ever do them for colored stones, but this one is so special, so fabulous. It actually comes with one. And let me go ahead and show you what that cert looks like, just so you can get an idea. As you can see, there's the seal. You've got a description of the stone. This one is a vertical cert, so it can't show everything, can't fit everything into frame, but it has all the details you would need. So if you are someone who appreciates a certification with all of your jewelry, this one comes with one. It saves you the trouble of needing to get it done yourself. But why am I showing you a piece of paper? Let's go back to the wheel and actually look at a physical piece of jewelry. Yeah, fantastic piece, this cashmere. It was I believe last time it was up here, valued at over $16,000. It was supposed to go out for $79.99, which is already fantastic TVON pricing for something of this color, of this quality. And you're also getting over a carat in diamonds as well, $79.99. But it's not going to be that price today. Not going to be $79.99 or $69.99 or even $5,999. If you have been eyeing a cashmere, if you've been someone who's always been desperately requesting cashmeres, and we always say, oh, I'm sorry, we don't have any right now, we are out in our inventory. Well, this is the one for you. This is very, very new to our collection, and it should go to a great home. And $59.99, it is not going to be today. Not going to be $49.99 for this fantastic cashmere, one-of-a-kind stone. Probably not going to find one with a color quite like this anytime soon. Not here, not anywhere. Let me go ahead and try this on for you so you can see how it looks on the hand. As you can see, the purple is just shining through. It's so vibrant and bold, and I'm wearing purple today, and this puts my purple to shame. It is truly in a league of its own. $49.99 it is not going to be, though. We want it to go out to a fantastic home. Let's just make it $3,999 for a very lucky caller who wants a cashmere. And bonus points if you just love a good bridge mounting, because this is one of them. Back on the wheel it goes. Back on the wheel it goes. Just look at that. It is the perfect purple shade. It is Lakers purple. It is, I don't know much about sports, but I know the Lakers are golden purple, right? It is, I can't think of anything else that is this shade of purple. Can you think, Joyce? What purple does this match? No, it is not that shade of purple. It is not that particular shade. I had a feeling you were going to say that because that also popped into my head. But yes, great. It's royal purple. It is the purple of royalty. If you were living in the 1700s or 1800s and you wore this ring out in public, you would be executed because you are not the royal family. No, it's true. Back then, if you're not the royal family and you wore purple, it was against the law. I don't know if they would execute you, but you know, you weren't allowed to do it. So it is so beautiful, it is forbidden. Okay. Cashmere sapphire. Let me know, give us a call. Joyce gave me a funny face at the execution line. I'm sorry, was that a little too graphic for you? Okay. Moving along, we have our very first bracelet of the show. I probably need to zoom out a little bit so you can get the whole thing in frame, but let me give you some item numbers. First, this is going to be item number 1117573. It's a 2 carat 66 total in diamonds, and they're all bezel set diamonds. And this is one of our very many style of tennis bracelets. And I don't think I have ever shown a tennis bracelet quite as classic as this one. Right now it's in white gold, but it is available in any gold color of your choice. I even have the yellow and the rose to show you here. Let me just see if I can get this one to close. Here is the bracelet in the rose gold, as you can see. Same diamond quality, same everything, just the gold color is a little bit different. And even with that tiny change, it has a very different look. So right now it's in the 7 inches, so it should fit anywhere between a 6.5 to 7.5 inch wrist. If you need extensions, talk to your operators. We can do it for a little extra charge, but it is possible, so let them know. And you can't really go wrong with a tennis bracelet, especially something of this size. It's a very universal size. It could work for for every day. If you want to dress up a fancy outfit, this size could work. If you're not someone who likes something super heavy weighing down your wrist, but you still like to wear something there, just to adorn it a little bit, but not distract you from doing your daily activities, this is a great size to go for. And it is bezel set, so you don't need to worry about prongs catching on knit sweaters or anything like that. Or I know that, oh dear, there was one time I caught a bracelet on something of mine that was like faux fur, and it was a tuft of fur just came off, and I was so heartbroken. Well, that story will not be you when it comes to these bracelets. Supposed to go out for $59.99, but it is not going to be $5,999 today, or even $49.99 or $39.99 or even $2,999. We gave it a brand new markdown on this special Friday night for our fabulous Friday night audience, online only audience as well. So for those of you guys who managed to catch us on Facebook or YouTube or our website, thank you so very much. But $29.99 is not even going to be $28.88 or $27.77. Let's just make these $2,499 for any caller who wants them. Let me go ahead. I just put on the yellow gold here on the wrist, so you can see. As you can see, even though they are all white diamonds, and you can still see the yellow gold. It is yellow gold at a distance because they are the bezel set. The thing with prongs that we usually suggest you keep it in the white, because even if you did change the gold color, it is very hard to tell that you have a different color gold than the color of diamonds. But with the bezel sets, you can definitely tell. So if you're someone who much prefers a different color gold versus the white, you can definitely tell that it is a different color. So that's the yellow gold I'm wearing right now. If I wore the white diamond bracelet, it would read very much like a classic tennis bracelet. And then of course the rose gold would definitely look more modern, more contemporary, maybe a little bit more feminine if you like that. But yes, back on the wheel it goes. You can do any gold color of choice, and I believe we have a few ready to ship out. So if you have a last minute upcoming birthday, anniversary, or what have you, you will get these very fast. And as someone who is up here alone, you can put these on with one hand, because it's not a figure 8 sort of closure like our usual bracelets. It's a little bit different. I would like to pretend like I know what the closure of this bracelet is called, but I don't know. It's similar to how you close certain watches. You fold a little bit over, and then let me demonstrate in a bit if I can get it off with one hand. Let me see if I can show this against the wheel, or if I can do this against the hand. Or let me actually just turn over the rose gold one so you can see exactly what the closure looks like. And it is definitely one hand doable. So as you can see, there's a little piece you hook through here, and then you fold it over. And it is very secure. It won't fall or do anything like that. So similar to a watch. I've owned watches that have that type of closure. And back on the wheel, front facing, diamonds galore. Yeah, I just love how they decided to do bezel sets instead of classic prongs. So you can definitely highlight the color gold. I love, if I wear a piece of jewelry that's not white gold, I wear it in yellow or rose. I definitely want people to be able to tell that it's not in white gold. That's just a personal philosophy of mine. Okay, moving right along. We're up to the last 55 minutes left in the show, and we still have a lot to get through. So let's keep it moving, shall we? We got requests. What's going on?
Where's the bird?
The bird? This bird?
Yes.
I think I also have a very bird-like, but not exactly bird pair of earrings coming up in a bit. But I think that's the one they were talking about. All right, earrings, putting it aside and moving on to, and wow, a Imperial, one of the top quality rosy toned Imperial topaz. I know I've had a couple within the last few weeks, but I just can't get enough of them, so I keep bringing them out. This is item number 1120498. It is a 3 carat 80 with 88 points in diamonds in our 5-row bridge. I don't think you can get more rows of diamonds than 5, at least in terms of our bridge mounting. Right now it's in the rose gold. Hopefully that's okay with you. But with the Imperial topaz having that signature sort of rosy tone, the rose gold just kind of complements it the best. And I know I give this spiel every single time we have a fantastic Imperial topaz, but I'm gonna give it again. With something of this color, you don't really see. We've had a lot of Imperial topazes on this show. We've had a lot in the past, but it's only recently that we find one of this type of color, this type of quality, something this saturated, something that has so much rose and pinky tones to it. And it's just so comfortable to look at. If you look, it's just like the perfect medium. It's not quite orange, it's not quite pink. It's like, it's a sunset. It's a sunset color. Sunset, I don't even want to like calling it an orange. So the official color from now on is sunset. It is sunset colored, at least in California. It's California sunset colored. And as for the last few weeks, as soon as we've had one, they go super quickly. So people have fought on the phone lines to grab something like this, and for good reason. You probably wouldn't be able to find something like this anywhere else. So we're very happy to bring this to you, and it's supposed to go out for $12,999, but it is not going to be $12,999 today, or even $10,999. There's also, I believe it was marked down a bit too from what management, because you are our online audience and we want to give you first dibs on any great pieces we have. $10,999 is not going to be $99.99 or $89.99 or even $7,999. Like I said, hope rose gold is okay with you, but I just think that the the colors that complement each other so well is what makes this stone really, really pop. $79.99 is not going to be $69 or $59.99 today either. It looks like we also got some Cool. A kingfisher? Did someone on Facebook tell you that? I know it's not a parrot. It doesn't have a beak quite like a parrot. Also, that not pear shape. The bird pendant from earlier today is now gone. So thank you very much to whoever took that. I know you will love it. And Joy specifically wanted me to say she doesn't think it's a parrot. I don't think it's a parrot either. The beak is not quite the right shape for it to be a parrot. It looks like a very tropical bird though. Anyways, $59.99 is not going to be for this one. Let's blow it out. Let's give it a great value, because once this material's gone, it is gone. It's just one of those deals. Not going to be $59.99. Let's just make it $4,999 for this top quality Imperial topaz in the 5-row diamond bridge. You're getting almost an entire carat in diamonds, 1 carat 88. And let me go ahead and try that one on for you, because it is one heck of a stone, one heck of a ring. And let me just turn that a little so it's facing center. But just look at how even on the hand, even from a distance, you can see how beautiful that color is, the vibrancies, the saturation, and the rose gold brings a certain amount of warmth, not just to the stone, but to the skin as well. So I know rose gold is not the most popular option in terms of gold color, but the one good thing I do appreciate about rose gold, it looks good on everybody. Versus white gold, people like to say it's probably more suited towards cooler tone people. Yellow gold more for warm tone. Rose gold is kind of that perfect middle, so it kind of looks good on everybody. $49.99 for this one-of-a-kind Imperial topaz. Back on the wheel it goes, because looking at it up close is just the way to do it. Okay, let's see what we still have from earlier. We still have that large kunzite and the small kunzite from the beginning. That trapiche still here. We still have the butterfly. I believe that was my second critter of the day. Still have a few things, but of course some of these things might have already been sold and I was not aware. So ask your operator for sure. They probably know more than me. As someone who usually is behind the computer, trust me, I know. You definitely know more behind the computer than you are in front of it. Okay. Moving on. Moving on. We have one of the very last Marilani mint garnets we have in our inventory. So I think it's about time we find this baby a home. This is going to be item number 9714. It's a 1 carat exactly center stone. 1 carat exactly with 6 points in yellow diamonds and 36 points in white diamonds in the halo around it. And it is in the white and yellow gold, and there's something I love so much about this mounting. It's not a traditional double halo. I know I say that a lot about halos, but this one is, it almost has like a floral look with the way the gold is maneuvered and manipulated with those yellow diamonds, making it look like a lot more than 6 points. Also makes the stone look a lot bigger, and then of course you have those sort of pill-shaped negative space filled diamonds as well that also add to that look. And we've had this up here before, but we've never had it at the price that I'm about to do on this one. And like I said, probably one of the very last ones we have in our inventory. So if you've been someone who's been eyeing the Marilani mints, who've been thinking, I need to wait for the next one, I need to wait for the next one, I haven't found one that I truly love, well, there probably isn't going to be, because we just cannot get the new material. So this one was supposed to go out for $39.99, but it's not going to be $39.99 today, or $29.99, or even $19.99, which is what I had it up here for last time. Not going to be $19.99 though, or $1888 or even $1,777. Brand new markdown today. It's in the close to perfect mounting. It's classic in a sense that it is a double halo. It could be universally be worn by anybody, but it's also unique enough where it's not considered boring. I know classic and traditional can fall into the caveat, oh, it's too classic, everyone has that. I don't want something that's not unique to me personally. Well, this one doesn't fall into that category. It's classic enough where that everyone can appreciate it, but not so classic where it doesn't have personality shining through. It doesn't have an identifier. You look at that ring and you will immediately know that is my ring. No one else will have a ring quite like it. And $1777, it is not going to be brand new price today. Let's just make it $1,599. And once this one's gone, once all of our material's gone, it will be very, very, very hard, very, very difficult for us to procure any more of the Marilani mint garnet material. And with that, we are officially 3/4 of the way through our show of my maybe third time doing all 3 hours. And I may have worked out my legs, but with this I have now also worked out my vocal cords. So I can also skip vocal cord day. But maybe next week I have a cheat day and I don't have to work out my vocal cords for 3 hours. Maybe, I don't know. Hopefully. All right, this one is here. Give us a call. I'm sure it won't be here by the end of the day. But give us a call. Let us know what you think, because we are always happy to hear what you guys think, what you want to see. All right, moving along. Next up we have, I know we had a princess cut fire opal earlier in the show, but why not bring out a princess cut Tanzanite, especially a very large one at that? This is going to be item number 7880. Haven't shown this, hasn't gotten a lot of airtime, but it deserves it. It's a 16 karat 98 center princess cut blue wing block D Tanzanite with 34 points in trapezoid cuts on either side. And we don't bring princess cuts in Tanzanites very often. I'm sure you guys know we have almost at least one Tanzanite every single show, but rarely are they ever princess cuts, especially one of this size. So let me go ahead and polish that up because I can see either fingerprints or water stains or something like that. It is very, very distracting. That's much better. Anyways, very rare that we find princess cut blue wing block D Tanzanite. It's very rare we find princess cut anything, but the fact that we found it in this stone, you can definitely see the flashes in a much more unique light than versus any other stone we might, or any other shape we might have had. So very, very different, very, very unique. Also got brand new markdown, surprising since it hasn't been up here for a very long. Supposed to go out for $24,999 just for the way the stone is cut. Very hard to find without chipping the stone, without damaging the stone anyway. Very, very hard to do. And of course you also have those trapezoid shaped diamonds on either side as well to give it that 3-stone style to make the ring complete. $24,999. It is not going to be, though. It's not even going to be $14,999 or even $10,999. It is brand new markdown. It is a very, very, very large ring. White gold only because we don't have very many princess cut mounting, so we had to specifically make one for this ring. There it is on the hand. As you can see, not a small ring, almost wall to wall on my finger. Very, very large. Hard to find one of this size. And $10,999, not even your price. Not even going to be $99.99, which is what we last had it for. Not going to be $99.99 or $88.88 or even $7,999 for our one only princess cut blue wing block D Tanzanite. Once this one's gone, we probably will never be able to find a princess cut bluing block D Tanzanite ever again. If we do, it will also be gone very quickly, and it might not even be this large. $79.99. It is not going to be brand new low today. Let's just make it $6,999. You're getting almost 17 carats in the Tanzanite alone. You have 34 points in diamonds on either side. It's set in the 18 karat gold because we want to upgrade that for you with a cutting so finicky and challenging to do. Want to upgrade the gold for you. And in fact, this ring is so large, we usually don't do inch measurements or millimeter measurements on specific rings. Sometimes we do it for earrings or necklaces, but rarely do we ever do it for rings unless they are large to a point. And this one does fit that descriptor. They actually gave me the inch measurement from top to bottom. It is 5/8 of an inch, so a little over half an inch. Very, very large for a stone here. And $69.99 is your final price today for this one-of-a-kind piece. Once it is gone, we will probably never be able to find something like this again. Sounds like we have some people getting last-minute requests in for the last 40 minutes of the show. So yeah, get those in. Show them while we still can. Well, I guess with it being online shows, if I need to be here after 40 minutes, I can definitely do that. I can still keep the party going. My voice will hate me for it, but I can still do it because I have all the power as a streaming online-only show. Okay, $69.99. All right. Wow. I think this is, I know I said we usually have Tanzanites on the show. It's just usually I'm not the one showing them. I usually only have one every show, not three. Sorry, I almost tripped off my step there. You guys see me on TV and I seem tall. I'm not actually tall. I'm standing on an apple box. I'm a very short person. Hello, do we have a request? Looks like they're still working on getting that in, so let's just move on for now. We have something that we have definitely seen here before and caused a little bit of debate, a little bit of controversy here at TVON. Let me zoom out a little bit. This is going to be item number 8708, and by debate and by controversy, I mean that we're not quite sure what it is. I personally am still an avid believer it is a chameleon. Joyce thinks it's an armadillo, which I think is not right, for lack of appropriate words. It is very much a chameleon, so I see Jason nodding along with me, so that is that's one more team for my opinion. But it has caused a serious divide, so you know how to solve that divide. Someone should take it so we no longer have to debate it anymore. No one's feelings should have to be hurt for any longer. Anyways, let's give you the specs on it. It's a 13.9 millimeter round pearl with 2 carat 15 in multicolor sapphire, so you're getting pink and blues there, with again 24 points in diamonds, so total weight, so on the eye and the tip of the tail there. And what's great about this, it's a brooch, but it's also a pendant, so you can wear it on a chain if you so like. If you're more of a pendant person, you can wear it if you're wearing a suit, maybe a plain black suit, and you want it to give it a little bit more life, a little bit more personality. This is a great one to do. And what's fantastic about it, as I move it, you can see the tail kind of moves there, so it moves as you move. So great life this piece does have, and it also got a brand new markdown today. We really want it to go to a great home, because I think maybe management's tired of hearing me and Joyce debate about what this is. Hey Will, what does this look like? What animal does this look like to you? Let's see if he agrees with us, Jason.
Animal?
Yeah, does it look like a chameleon or an armadillo? So see, now we are in the majority. Will is also Team Joanne. But yes, I'm pretty sure management's sick of us hearing about how much me and Joyce argue about what this actually is. So they brought it down to an ultimate low, so no one can say no. So valued at over $16,000. Originally it was supposed to go out for $7,999, but it is not going to be $79.99 or $69.99 or even $5,999. And because it is one of our critter pieces, as with most of our other critter pieces, the gold color needs to stay as it is, but I think it's a fabulous piece. Designer very much had their artistic vision, so I would like to respect their artistic vision and keep it as it is. $59.99 is not going to be though. Not going to be $59 or $49 or even $3,999, which is crazy to me. One of the most detailed critter pieces we ever had. So if you are a fan of that, grab it while you can. $39.99 is not going to be brand new low. It will never be this low again. Let's just make it $2,999 for this great brooch adjuster versatile piece. Yes, I hear someone has a question for me. And let me go ahead and show it on the hand as well so you get a good size reference. There it is on the hand. I'm holding it by the brooch side right now. This is how it would look as a pendant though. I'm putting it so that if gravity would pull it down the right way, it would have the tail pointing directly down. That's how it would look as a pendant. But I love how, because the tail is shaped like the way it's shaped, if you do wear it as a pendant, it almost has a Y style look to it. So if you are a fan of that style of necklace, that would look fantastic. If you wear it as a brooch, then you get even more options. You can orient it any way you want. You could even use it as, I don't know what culture or what time period, but before, when there were like tribes and they each had flags, I heard if you orient them the opposite way, then it means danger. It could be like a signaler to your friends as well. That is a very weird observation, but I suddenly thought of that with the tail pointed down. Back on the wheel it goes because it looks like I'm losing my grip here. There it is with the pink sapphire and blue sapphire alternating. The spines, even with the spines, it's great detail. Did they have something they wanted to ask me there? She's Team Joy. She thinks it's an armadillo. All right. I think we've had a couple other suggestions as to what it might be. I just don't remember what they are. It just seems to be either Team Chameleon or Team Armadillo. But I still don't think it's an armadillo. Just because of the way the head is shaped. Also, armadillos don't have spikes on their spine. All right, $29.99 for the very, very controversial TVON piece. Controversial in the sense that it's an internal dispute. All right. You know what I'm also surprised has not gone yet? That large cat's eye indicolite. Probably one of the largest we've had here to date. Very surprised that one is still here. That is the one to go by the end of day. Joyce hasn't proposed that I be held for ransom if I don't sell a particular thing, but if she were, I'd assume it'd be that one. All right, let me set this down here so you're not looking at an empty wheel. Next up, maybe something not quite as interesting as the chameleon here, but no less spectacular. We have one last fire opal. I feel like I'm trying to pull out one every hour today. This is going to be item number 1120471. Also fairly new here at TVON. It is a 6 carat 25, so the largest out of all the ones I have shown here today. 6 carat 25 with 76 points in diamonds, covering the top half here or bottom half depending on how you want to wear it, and then you have 2 diamonds on either side of the stone as well. So if you are someone who can't decide if you like a single halo, if you like a 3-stone style, well, you don't have to decide with this ring. It kind of comes with it all. Has every type of look you could possibly think of, and it is in an emerald cut, which we don't have very often. It's not as rare as the square or the princess or the trillion, but still not super common. So if you are a big fan of the emerald cuts, which I know if after rounds and ovals, the third most popular shape I would say is emerald cut. If you are a big fan of those, this could be the one for you. And again, similar to the other 2 I've had today, color is excellent, top quality. perfect red. This one definitely has a little bit more orange. It leans a little bit more towards the vermilion side, but still very much red dominant. It's supposed to go out for $69.99, but it's not going to be today for my largest fire opal of the day. And right now it's in the yellow gold. I believe it has to stay that way, but talk to your operators. They probably know better than I do. $69.99. It's not going to be $59.99 or $49.99 for this particular ring. There's something so special about the emerald cuts. It also elongates your finger in a way that I don't think ovals, while I do say I love ovals, especially more ellipse style ovals because of how it elongates finger, I feel like while emeralds do get that length, it also does it in a very different way. So very special look there. And $49.99, it's not going to be your price, not even going to be $3,999. My last fire opal of the day, I want to bring it down to a fantastic value. $39.99, it is not going to be. Let's just make it $2,999 for this emerald cut fire opal. And the great thing about having it in the sort of half and half style here, there's no right or wrong way to wear it. You can wear it with the diamonds facing up, you can wear the diamonds facing down, and you can't go wrong with it. It's up to the wearer. Let me go ahead and try this one on the hand so you can see what I mean about finger elongation, because one of my top 3 passions, apparently. Top 3 small talk topics. $29.99 for this ring, and even from far away, just like all the others, the red, the true red of the color just peeks through. And with it being an emerald cut, the faceting, the way it flashes when you move it is also unlike any other shape you can get here or anywhere. There's just something so unique and special about an emerald cut. And it is officially the bottom of the hour, so I only have 30 minutes left with everybody. I know it's probably late over there on the East Coast, so it's around 10:30, which is getting into Club TVON time, so happy hour is slowly coming to a close. It's probably still happy hour here in LA though. But if there's anything anyone wants to get in the last half an hour, any requests, anything you want to see again, anything you want to see from the past few days, please let me know. I'd be happy to bring them out for you for the last 28 minutes now of the show. And even though I only have 28 minutes, I still have lots to show you, so let's just I shouldn't go on and talk about everything I could show and just show you some more new things. Let's see what shall be next. I'm deciding what I want to show. I've shown a lot of big boys today, and I still do have a lot, so why not show even more? All right, Emerald Cut Fire Opal is still here. So let us know if you like it. Next up, also very, very rare, very, very special here today. This is item number 9784. It's a 98 point emerald cut red beryl with 48 points in white diamonds. Now this is my first red beryl in my history here at TVON. Very, very rare. It's in the same family as emeralds and aquas and morganites, but it's definitely, the rarity of the stone is up there with red diamonds. It might be even more rare. The average size for red beryls are around 8 points. That's 0.08. And we got one that's almost a carat, which is unbelievable. We are so lucky, so fortunate we could bring this one to you, and we're going to bring it down. We really want it to go to a fantastic home, to a collector who has been eyeing something so rare and fantastic as this one. Let me go ahead and polish that because I just noticed Oh, I'm talking all about it, but you can't see it through the fingerprint right in the middle there. There, that is much better. Yes, very, very rare stone here. It's valued at over $76,000. That's how much it's supposed to go for something like this. And of course, because it is it is over a carat, or not over a carat, just under a carat, but much larger than what you would normally find out in the industry, in the trade shows, anywhere. But smaller in comparison to maybe some other stones you've seen. We decided to give it a big mounting, big ring, this sort of lace style mounting, with all the twists and turns, all the detail. But with something like this, it is a large ring, doesn't feel very large, doesn't overpower the stone. The stone is still very much the star of the show. And $76,000, it is not going to be. Not even going to be half of $76,000. It's not even going to be 30. I don't know. I can't do quick math. It's not even going to be 38,000. Not even going to be 38,000. Wow. If my brain was a calculator, it'd be very, very slow. Not going to be 38,000 for this piece here today. Let me go ahead and try this one on because it is just fantastic. It is a little bit snug, keep in mind, but you definitely could resize it to anything you'd wear with something like this. We'd be happy to do it for free. Resize it to anything you want, and of course, any gold color you want as well. You can play designer on this one. Not going to be 38,000, not even going to be $30,000 or $20,000 for something of this size. For something this rare, you cannot find anything like this anywhere else. Some of you might ask, what's retail value? What would you find this? There is no such thing as retail value because you can't find this in retail. And $20,000, it is not going to be your price. Not going to be $19,999 or $18,999 or even $17,999. Back on the wheel it goes. Oh, if I can pry it off my fingers, it's one of those pieces. For something this rare, there's going to be security at checkpoints just flagging me down if this leaves anywhere near the building without it being properly vetted. $17,999 is not your price, not even going to be $16,999. Brand new today, brand new marked down. You're never going to find this anywhere else. $15,999 is your price. And like I said, any gold color you want, go ahead and do that. It's up to you. Right now it's in the yellow gold, but with it being red, sort of warmer toned red like this, we think the yellow gold just makes it look extra vibrant, extra regal, extra royal, extra high class. So that's why we decided doing yellow gold, but you can definitely do anything you want. White gold for sure. Rose gold's not my personal cup of tea, but go for it if you so desire. $15,999, and we have 22 minutes left in the show. My voice definitely feels like it needs its break time. It needs its TLC, but we're powering through for the last few minutes of the show. All right. And yes, we have had other lace mountings similar to this one, but not exactly the same. This is definitely one that is much newer in our lineup, and I gotta say, very happy to see something a little bit different than what we've seen. Sometimes after you've seen all the rings, you've been here for a while, you've seen all the rings there is to see, it's nice to see something a little bit new, a little bit different, that's not like all the others, I think. And yes. You know, I think what Joyce and I could benefit from in terms of doing these shows every week, what we can do to make ourselves better, Joyce, you and I should sign up for improv class. Yes, anding. That way we never run out of things to say. She gave me a face, like a very disgusted face. All right. That one is here. Give us a call, let us know if that is something you've been thinking about for a while. I'm sure we can talk to the big shots in the back. Maybe work out a deal for you on that red beryl. Next up, we have item number 1120216. Now, this is an iolite. I had one last week and it went very, very quickly, so we thought we would bring one up here for you. 1120216. Yes, sorry, did I not mention the first part? Yeah, it is an iolite. It's a 3 carat 19 round iolite with 1.2 total carats in white diamonds. So same mounting as the Tanzanite request from earlier. Color similar, but not exactly the same. A little bit deeper, a little bit more on the purple tone. Iolites, as you can see, I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but if you shift it, the color kind of changes as well. It looks a little bit more like the purpley brown. It has that sort of quality because of how the crystals are grown. Very, very new to our collection, but very happy to bring them. It almost looks like a very deep dark sapphire, but it is not. If it was a sapphire of this size, it is going to be much more than the price I'm about to do. Supposed to be $49.99, but it is not going to be $49.99 today. And of course, that iconic cigar burnished diamond style band, very, very popular here at TVON. Decided with such a large round stone, want to give it a large mounting and make it feel like a very large ring without it being as uncomfortable as a very large ring. $49.99, it is not going to be. Not going to be $39.99 or even $2,999. I believe it's the first time it's ever been up here, and $29.99 is not even going to be your price. This is definitely larger than the one I had last week as well. So maybe if you like the stone from last week but want something of a bigger size, this is the one for you. $29.99 it is not going to be. Let's just make it $19.99 for our very first caller. Any gold color you want is available, of course. White and yellow is probably my suggestion, but anything you want. And on the hand it goes. As you can see, very well, it is the same look as the Tanzanite from earlier, as it is the same mounting, but the stone itself is different. And I know it's a little bit hard to see on the screen right now, but in person, if you move it around, like I'm looking at it from the top and I can see through the side of that stone there, it is not blue as you're seeing it on the screen right now. It's more of a greenish blue, greenish gray color almost. So very unique stone, this one. And back on the wheel it goes. Again, very, very, a little bit snug for me, but get any size you normally wear and it should fit perfectly fine. $19.99 for this brand new iolite. Oh, my voice is screaming at me to take a break, but we only have 15 minutes left, so gotta keep on pushing through. Okay, moving right along. Probably one of the very last items I have left in today's show. We have, ooh, look at that. It is going to be item number 6680. It is a 2 carat 10 pear shape. Can anyone guess? It's a pod paracha, unheated pod paracha at that, with 1 carat 47 total in diamonds in the double halo as well as the signature mounting. So you're getting 2 classics all rolled into one ring. You get that beautiful pinky peach color that's iconic of the pod parachas. And yeah, this has been here for a while and we thought today is the day it needs to go to a home. So we brought it down to an even greater low for our online only audience today. It's supposed to go out for $15,999. It is not going to be. Right now it's in the white gold. Any gold color you want is available to you. If you want it in yellow, if you want it in rose, will look fantastic. So you get to be your own designer. $15,999 is not going to be, though. It's not even going to be $10,999 or even $9,999. I feel like one of these days someone's going to make a compilation of everything I've said wrong, and it will be like an hour long. $9,999 is not going to be, or $89.99 or $79.99 for this one and only ring. Let me go ahead and try it on the hand for you so you can see how it looks. It's a beautiful peachy pink. I say peach because it has a little bit of orange to it. And it is just one of the greats. Even from this distance, you would think that because it is a slightly lighter color, that it would be washed out by all the diamonds, but it doesn't. It still has its own sort of unique qualities to it, its own distinct character, and it looks fantastic. $79.99 is not going to be though, or even $69.99. Or even $5,999. This is a brand new low today. Let me bring it back on the wheel here if it doesn't get stuck on my hand. $59.99. It is not going to be $59 or $54 or even $52.99. Brand new low today. For something like this should be way more, but it is not going to be. Let's just make it $4,999. Brand new low, probably the lowest it will ever be. $49.99. to $9.99, and like I said, any gold color you want. Double halo in the signature mounting, 2 classics in one, making I don't know what that makes. And let's do a quick mention of what's still here. I believe the Princess Cut Fire Opal is here, the Trapiche Emerald, the very controversial Chameleon / Armadillo is here. That one I think should definitely go to someone, otherwise it will create a very large divide here. Yeah, we still have quite a few pieces, so if you are curious about anything, please give us a call, ask us about it, because you never know, it might be here for you to take. All right, let's do a quick last minute wheel here. This one, while it's spinning away, let's just get this one prepped and ready. Also, another mini wheel, just so it's easier for me to swallow. Let's bring it out for you guys. First up in our mini wheel, we have, we have seen a stone like this, but not this particular one, and for good reason. Look at that. Look at the saturation and the vibrancy of that stone. It's just beautiful. That is an orange tourmaline right here. First up, already a great start to my last minute wheel here. Next up, we have a cushion bluing Tanzanite. Wow, it's been a while since I had a Tanzanite on a wheel. And last but not least, we have a emerald cut aqua. Wow, a wheel of superstars up here today for my last 13 minutes of the show. So all of these were supposed to go out for over $15,000, but we're gonna do something extra special for you today, especially on that orange tourmaline. Wowza. Never seen a stone quite like that one. It is truly, truly orange, but it's so much more than just orange. As it's moving across the screen, you're seeing pinks and yellows is just poking through at you. It's so multidimensional, so many different great qualities to an exceptional piece. Supposed to be valued at over $15,000. For all of these pieces, you have the 7-carat 25 emerald cut Santa Maria aquamarine. We have the 12.15 carat for that orange tourmaline in the classic round set in a square mounting. Very interesting choice if you have any children that are in the age where they're really, really into geometry. That would be a hoot of a ring to take home. And last but not least, the 9-carat 61 cushion bluing Tanzanite. It is very rarely that a 9-carat Tanzanite is one of the smallest you bring in a show, but I can say that today. The only one that was, actually that's not true, we had a few requests that were smaller, but in my memory, maybe it's just the princess cut, has overshadowed everything. But This is a great superstar wheel, 9 carat Tanzanite as well. $15,000 is not going to be your price today though. We're going to bring everything down to a fantastic low. Not going to be $15 or even $10,000, not even going to be $99.99 for any one of these pieces. And gold color on any of these are very, very flexible. So you can actually pick anything you want for any one of these pieces. It is up to you. We will not stop you. So you can do yellow gold for the aqua, you can do rose gold for the Tanzanite if you so want. And if you do decide to take them all, you can do one in each gold color, and that it would be fine. And $99.99, it is not going to be your price. Not going to be $89.99 or $79.99 or even the $6,999 for stones of this size. That is crazy. Let me go ahead and try on that emerald cut aqua, because that is the one that has been calling my name. Look how large and long. It's just the proportions of the stone is my ideal. It is so exquisite, so unique. It's just the most beautiful frame just set upon your hand. Back on the wheel it goes, and $69.99, it is not going to be $6,999 or $59.99 or even $4,999 for any one of these rings. Not going to be $49.99. That is crazy. And it's not even going to be $39.99 either. My last minute wheel of the day. I want everything to go out of the door today. And with only 9 minutes left, I got to bring it down to a fantastic price. So $49.99, it's not going to be. Is not going to be $3,999. Let's give it something exceptional. Let's just make it $3,777 for any piece on this wheel. Let's give it 2 minutes on the clock, because with a wheel this nice, I feel like it needs a little bit longer to simmer down. So 2 minutes on the clock. Let's go. Let's try on that orange tourmaline as well. That is an exceptional stone. Look, even on the hand, I'm barely moving my hand here, and I feel like every millimeter I move, it refracts in 10 different ways. It is so spectacular. Look at how it's shining. I'm barely moving my hand here. Normally I move it this way and this way and this way, but I don't want to blind you with the spots, so I'm moving it very, very slowly, not very dramatically, just so you can see all the color shine through on the hand there. And it is such a large stone that you will see this from a mile away. Back on the wheel it goes. And last but not least, we have that cushion Tanzanite, probably one of the most versatile cushion Tanzanites. Very, very perfect middle, or not middle, it's definitely on the larger side, but it's large to the point where it's still palatable. It's not like the large princess cut Tanzanite, that one, that's definitely not for everyone. That's a 16, almost 17 karat Tanzanite. That is large to the point you really need to like large jewelry. This, a 9 carat, it's large, but it can still be appreciated by many different people. So that's what I mean by it is an approachable large. And back on the wheel it goes for the last 30-ish seconds. And like I said, any gold color you want for any one of these pieces is okay. Just let us know what you want to do, and we'll be happy to do it for you. All right. We are rounding out to about the last 6 minutes of the show here, so let me quickly say goodbye and thank you to everybody who watched today. Thank you to everyone who has purchased something with me today. Lauren will be back with everyone tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And of course, all of our weekday evening schedules remain the same. So 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Pacific on all channels. It's just today that we're streaming only, and it's with either me or Joyce. So thank you for being here with us today. I hope to see you guys next week. If we will be here for a few minutes after as well. So if you have any questions on anything we've shown, if you have any questions on anything that we didn't show, maybe from a couple nights ago, we'd be happy to answer that as well. We definitely have all the information since we are the ones behind the computer. So thank you again to everyone who has been here. Let's go back to the wheel now. Looks like someone has a question for me, or are you just stretching your wrist there? Preventing yourself from getting carpal tunnel, I see. And here is my last minute wheel. I'm gonna keep these on here, but I'm gonna add a few pieces that are still available to purchase if anyone is interested. So we have the largest fire opal. I feel like this deserves a little spot in the back because wowza, look at that size. We have that fire opal. We still have the Trapiche. Ooh, knocking over pieces here. And of course, it looks like we're also taking some last minute phone calls. Also, if you want to place any requests for tomorrow, feel free to do that today as well. Better to get them in early so you guys know what's coming up, you know all the details and everything like that. And with 5 minutes left, my voice definitely needs its break, as well as my feet and legs. And of course, if anybody has anything they would like to share, because I feel like we also get a lot of stories from customers about not jewelry necessarily, could be about their pets, could be about their family. Always love hearing from everybody. All right, yes, fire opal still here, emerald cut, the largest one I had today. I don't think it's the largest one in our inventory, but it is very close to our largest. One of the only Trapiches we will ever have in our inventory as well. Also have the iolite, that princess cut Tanzanite. We still have quite a few things, unless of course no one told me when something's sold. In that case, I don't know about it, but talk to your operators to see if any thing about availability. Looks like everyone is in the house for the last 3 minutes of the show, as the timer has gone down and now he's stretching the crick in the neck. I noticed that I'm wearing purple today. Joyce happens to be wearing green. We are complementary colors today. Oh no, we are not opposites. But I don't know. I always think purple and green should be opposite each other, but they're not. Did you say my degree should be revoked? But I have seen a lot of like interior design posts where purple against green is very in right now. No, like lavender and mint, like those two. Not like Barney the Friendly Purple Dinosaur. Yeah, I really should also brush up on what the Pantone color of the year is. I'm really bad at keeping up with what that is. All right, since it's the last 2 minutes, I will say my final goodbyes. Thank you to everyone who's watching again. Oh, am I doing okay? All right, sure. Thank you guys, everyone who's been here today. 1.5 minutes left. I didn't expect I'll be doing a second goodbye, but thank you for being here. I will see you guys next week, probably. If not me, Joyce will be here. So if she is here, I'm sure she will be much more calm and less random than I am. But thank you guys for being here anyways. So let's take a last look at our recap. We will be here for a few minutes after the show. It'd be awesome if you guys could give us a call. And I also get the great privilege of hearing your voice after being up here. I go into the phone bank and sit for a little bit. So if you have something you desperately need to tell me, now would be the time. And yeah, And of course, if you have anything you want Joyce in particular to show, maybe you have seen a piece up here that happened to be a Joyce original, and want her to be the one to present it, I think that would be a great way to go, because who knows more about a piece than the designer itself. So if anything of that sort, if you have any funny observations, inquiries, anything like that, please let us know, because I think we are very funny people and like to give funny responses to that. So anyways, yes, this was a very long-winded goodbye. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week, rest of your weekend, rest of your month, all of that. So thank you guys so much, and good night. Goodbye.